Oh, I missed my joke.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I heard your joke.
Did you?
When a tree falls in the
That
forest
work?
of not listening, is it even heard?
I think we're good now.
If a tree
Alright, good.
falls in a forest of ears, is it even heard?
I'm more concerned about the forest of ears.
No, it's totally normal.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I
Hi.
think what are we doing?
Hi, welcome. This is Eat, Pray, Kill. Oh my God, we're back. We had an intro that none of us have seen before, but we heard it's great.
Nope.
We'll probably geek out about it over the break. But welcome. This, in case you didn't know, is Eat, Pray, Kill, our Kill 6 Billion Demons RPG running with Broken World. This is the first episode of our final season. Man, I missed you guys. This is great. I miss all y'all. This is awesome.
Big group hug.
I know. Miss everybody.
Ah!
Also, I'm allowed to geek out about this before I forget because we do announcements. You know how I do with announcements. I forget everything, including introductions. But look at these. Isn't that great? They're stickers. They're rewards from our Seed and Spark, and I'm really excited because I love stickers.
They are awesome.
I
They are
love them.
so
Their
cool.
vinyls are really
They look
nice.
beautiful too, like
Great,
up
look at
close.
this.
Like they're high quality
It's-
prints. Like they're fantastic.
It's just so big. It's amazing.
It's so big.
It's
Does
so
it feel
big.
so good on your naked body?
just
all
pour
over.
those stickers
So
all over.
soft. Also, we have an Eat, Pray, Kill, as well as our other titles from year one. So it's very exciting.
I'm really fond of the Eat, Pray, Kill and the High School Royale
It
ones. Those
feels
are really
amazing. I think when I first saw this, I threw my phone across the ground. I was so excited. This is amazing. So welcome. This is GeekSpace. We are a nonprofit online broadcasting studio based in Seattle, Washington, dedicated to increasing visibility and representation, both on and off camera, while creating a safe space to geek out. Let's see. I'm gonna do announcements. That was the intro. I have to learn how to do this job again. What is this? Okay. Tomorrow night, that's Tuesday, at 7 p.m., a matter of speaking to the point, returns with Lizzie, Scotland, Anna, AJ, and Lauren as facilitator. This is great. Last time it turned super queer. It was awesome. Now there's swords, so it's just gonna be, queer. It's gonna be great.
Oh.
Very excited, because apparently there's a book of crimey crimes. There's a lot of new
Yes.
shinies.
Oh,
It's
yes.
gonna be great. You should tune in. Things are gonna get more and more ridiculous. And Wednesday is High School Royale.
Yeah.
The High School Royale.
Rialto.
Come on down.
Come on down. Down the river we go. High School Royale.
Second to last episode of the entire series.
I know.
That's
and-
crazy.
Oh, Claudia. Oh, Claudia, it's great. It was funny because during the break she was like, "Oh yeah, I had like 60 different NPCs for you to talk to and like have like threads." I'm like, "Claudia, no! Don't sandbox like this. No, it was too many options." It was great. It is a #NotHorror RPG using the OVA system. It'll be featuring me, Lauren, Marcus, Sarah, and Jamie with Claudia as the GM. It's great. Yeah, our near penultimate. Is it the third?
This is the last episode, or second to last episode.
That's
Second to last, there you go.
penultimate.
Yeah, penultimate.
Yep.
So the penultimate wrap up of our time traveling, not horror show.
Isn't it apple
It was supposed
penultimate
to be-
or pineapple penultimate?
No, we're not doing this. We're not playing
I
this
wanted
game
to quit
here.
like 3 times today. I can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
we
AJ.
you double quit. I'm gonna triple quit.
I can only climb the stairs so many times to throw myself off of it before I just can't climb up those stairs anymore. So please stop.
My job here is done.
Get out. Also, we're working on getting our other programming running as we dive deeper into year 2. So stay tuned. Stephanie can't read. Words are hard.
It's okay. You're doing great.
It's
You're doing
fine.
great, honey.
It's great.
You're doing
Guys,
fabulous.
I missed you. I think that is it. Oh, yes. Safety mechanisms. We run the X card on this show, developed by John Stravopoulos, who I had the chance of meeting this weekend. Lovely human being. At any point in this game, if there's anything uncomfortable triggering or just don't want to go there, we just go tap, hold it up, and it's meted out, and we do work around and continue on with the story. No questions asked, and everything else is handled decompression post-show. It's helpful, especially with the relations we have as players and friends. This helps facilitate safety and creating good safe boundaries together. The other technique is the OK check-in, where we do the symbol kind of right around your sternum, your rib cage, right here. A lot of it is catching the attention of the player in question and go, "Are you okay?" It is a check-in, and the response is yes, or no. And anything that is not a thumbs up is not okay. We pause, we break, we do what we need to get past it or work around and check in, and we move on. Again, a lot of these are conversations that are handled post-show amongst the group. I think that's it. So what happened last season? Well, our heroes...
Are we heroes, really?
Players, characters. Our party in the multiple definitions, found their way to the crowbar to find information about...
How about that too?
You're welcome. About how to kill a king. There are rumors of artifacts or items or lost history, and they came in contact with the Perfume Guild, who also happened to handle black market trading, and therefore met Aleph, one of the stall managers, who seemed very harmless at the time. I think after connecting, we found out there was this horrific angel after them, out to murder everybody, and via the magical TARDIS door of magic, made by Lotus, y'all escaped, and found the clues led to the Concordance of Engineering, where they had unearthed a mysterious dig site and found lost artifacts and blueprints. Yeah, you guys wrecked that place.
A little bit.
It's just kind of gone now. You even unearthed the Death Lord that was in charge of it all, Nanazu.
He was super chill, though.
He was great. He just likes money.
Yeah.
He just exploits the dead.
Yeah.
Good ice cream, though.
It's fine. Yeah.
Great ice cream.
Via some blackmail, they were able to take down the Concordance of Engineering and get a lead to, what was his face? He made the Golem Maker, who happened to get a blueprint of a strange key. After ruining that too, Strawberry had a tough moment, had some tough moments, met up with an old friend, sort of, and they were able to acquire the key, take down this nefarious Golem Maker, and continue on their way until Prey's sword decided to cough up a huge crowd following. And that
It
was
has an
great.
Instagram account.
That's
So
fine.
cool.
That's great. No worries. No worries.
The swords of Instagram.
Resulting in Prey losing their sword for a little bit. That was great.
It was a mistake.
No, it was not. It was fine. It was all fine. And learning about the secrets of Dearest Sister and what she actually was and what the sword could actually do. Learning of the name Godbreaker and Branch of Heaven. Continuing on with the information stolen, taken, acquired from the Concordance of Engineering, they head out to Golden Base, which originally they thought was a ship that was offshore, but they found out that the entire team had been wiped out by some curse that was unearthed within the island, and this immense chasm in the middle led them to the foundry of Yasun. After they wound up vanquishing the Fire Angel, I forget about that. There's a lot happened last season,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, it was
Holy
a
shit.
very busy season.
What? I was like, whoa. I was originally going to write down a summary, and then I was like, oh no, I don't need to write down a summary. He's like, yeah, Stephanie, you should have written down a summary. Whatever. They found their way to the Foundry of Yasun, which was a old remnant of the unwritten history of Throne, in which they found the remaining 111,111 gods that were uncounted for, in which they had left a back door, a safety, in case everything went wrong, which it did. And via trials about friendship and overcoming and being together, they were able to acquire the four pieces, 4 key. What are they? Let's see. I was trying to think about how I
say
named
sprockets.
these. What kind of sprockets? Who built them the
Chunks.
sprockets? Chunks? No.
God sprockets.
God
God
sprockets.
sprockets.
Sure, God sprockets in the key.
Like everlasting God
and-
sprockets.
One remains to be filled, which is the emanation of Yasun, which requires a fragment of this god. And guess who brought a god back last season, the season before that?
Wasn't me.
So, that was a huge info dump. Welcome. If this is your first time watching, hope you're having fun. This is great. We cut back after they had their final conversation with, is it Roggy? Roggy, the cute old one? Yes, Roggy, the kind one. The
only one I
immense
liked.
kind one that bequeathed the final quadrant of the key. And you were all walking back out of the foundry. You may notice that after speaking with Roggy, Lotus has been quiet. She has been towards the back, very silent, uncharacteristically silent.
I feel like the whole together thing was supposed to make us feel better and more, we are the world, we are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. No one? No?
What?
Never mind.
Ah,
We should probably go, I don't know.
Wait.
No!
Oh.
Aside from the fact, I'm pretty sure that she could, all of us, just, looking at us or just eating us. You see those teeth? It's like... There's rows, like shark.
Yeah, that's why I was concerned.
No, and I'm pretty sure she could probably hear us anyway if we wanted to. No, I mean, she doesn't usually not talk unless, it's serious. So.
I can hear you. Everything's fine. I'm just thinking,
You do that a lot.
Just thinking. Yeah.
I usually can't understand what you're thinking, but I know it's deep.
Yeah, you could say that. Call it some self-reflection, deep internalizing. But it's fine. I think it's fine. So are we heading back? Back to the surface? Huh.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, unless there's a elevator somewhere.
I mean, if it should work the way we came.
Oh yeah, we did come in by elevator. I mean, usually when we come back, there's a big mob of angry demons that we have to fight through because it's never that easy. Maybe it'll just be easy this time.
Is that a prediction, or aren't you?
I'm just saying, I read a lot of books. Not your type of philosophy books. I mean comics. A lot of comic books.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I read comic books too. It's with this. It shows in the manga.
Yeah, I mean, but those were tasteful. I'm talking more it pulls out either one that's not so tasteful and then one that is just this superheroes.
That's what's gonna get you killed someday.
Which one?
Both.
Okay. Shall we? Unless there's anything else, I feel like we've kind of cleaned out everything.
Lotus definitely has all the jewels. I mean, you mean this? Yeah. That you do when you go into an ancient city.
You belong in a
That's why
museum.
belongings just, are really pointless.
Sure.
Having great riches is kind of pointless. I don't know. All it is just stuff just for people to steal later. Anyway, and she's kind of just brushes past you and just starts leading the way. Starts taking up the lead of the group and walking away.
I guess we should follow.
Suppose. Barry?
Strawberry just goes.
Oh, the toad friend is there.
Bumpy.
Yeah, Bumpy's still there. I forgot about
It's
Bumpy.
your chance, do the dance, do the bump.
Come on, Bumpy. Strawberry just kind of.
Bumpy actually stays in pace with you. He heals. He's learned to heal. It's food. Very, very food oriented.
I relate.
I would imagine an English bulldog mixed with a lab and a toad.
Yeah, basically.
That's what Bumpy is.
Do we need to talk to each other anymore? Or can I just...
I mean, we should talk for everyone else's sake.
Yeah, but it's so cool. It's just like I can just do this, and then like a minute words come into your head. I don't know how cool it is.
Yep. It's neat. It's really neat. It's great.
It's so cool.
Yep. How about you talk to one of the Joshes for a little while?
I'm almost afraid to see what Josh is thinking of right now.
Oh yeah. You probably want to give them a little bit of privacy.
Oh. Hi there. Oh. Alright, fine. You do your thing. Damn.
What song is going through your head right now? No, seriously, what song is going through your head?
If you want my body and you
hear one of the Joshes say, you know, it didn't have to be that song. You need to learn to keep your mind shut. Please. I can hear you.
If you want my body and your name is Josh too, come on, baby.
Let me
That's Josh. That's in my head now.
Sorry. I feel like now like the Joshes closed their mental door and there's a do
Yeah.
not disturb sign.
Probably a little mental door, yep.
It's like a sock
A
on
little
the
sock
doorknob.
on the doorknob. That's what the do not disturb mind block is.
I feel like if I had any sense of shame at all, I would be embarrassed, but
Yeah, that's not...
It's-
You wouldn't be prey.
yeah, instead, Prey pulls out a cigarette.
Okay. It's like, okay. So as you're walking back through the city, none of those weird pockets of visions occur. Nothing ghostly or strange attacks you. It's really just quiet now. The buzzing, the anticipation, the weight that existed around these ruins has just been uplifted. It's like dome.
No more clowns.
No more visions.
Okay,
No
I
more
mean,
visions, no more ghosts.
I'm kind of sad about the no visions. I'm really happy about the no clowns, though.
Yeah, exactly. Manifestations appear. Yeah.
Is any more of that weird water left?
Oh,
that
I
was
think I had a
carrying?
cup of that weird water left.
The fountain that you found at the beginning is empty. It's dried out. It is gone. So whatever.
Do they
has
still
been-
have any of it left?
Yeah, I had like.
Lotus or Prey does? And Prey
Oh,
does.
I think
Just
Lois
whoever.
used the last of hers, but I think I have one charge left,
Cool.
which I can sell for millions.
But let's not study what this water could possibly do. No, never.
There's no side effects with
No
ancient.
side effects. It's
Magic water.
fine. It's fine. It's just ghost water. Nothing bad ever happened from ghost water. And you meet up with the Joshes. They're cute. Holding hands.
Yeah.
Probably holding hands.
I think they're probably holding pinkies.
Yes,
Oh.
there you go. Like this or like just kind of
Just down
Okay.
here.
great. They meet up, they chatter. I mean, they're sort of connected, but they like kind of fill in. Like, so, well, you know, what happened? What's up?
Yo.
No. Well, the other one's like, I think they both shoot you like a kind of a side eye.
I just
Yeah,
grin wider. Mentally draw sorry. Then like a handwritten thing that looks like it's a kindergartner writing it.
Extra side eye. Extra side eye.
But I'm cute.
Are you?
We probably need to go over some ground rules later on.
Yeah, that's probably the everyone tells me after like 5 minutes. But for now, freedom. You know trigonometry?
Not me personally, but one of us does.
How about vector math? Because have you ever considered the fact that with 3 different view perspectives, you can actually have pinpoint targeting for any sort of aerobatic maneuver you want? Like, think about it. You could do a double axle over there. If I had done that on my own, I might slip and break my neck. But I can actually see from Josh over there how they perfectly landed. You could create the perfect fighter.
Actually, we've never really tried to use it with sniping before.
It's group dynamics. You only have essential periphery view. And then for the next minute and a half, Prey actually goes through the details of actually how to set up a proper fight.
How to weaponize.
Yeah, I think we have squad sight now. Oh my god. Huh.
How do you weaponize a hive mind? Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, there's nothing bad that could happen from giving a hive mind more military capabilities.
At first, like, before you start going on the really good spiel, you hear probably a bunch of doors close. And then just like, oh, wait, no, actually, this is interesting. Wait, no. Just mind doors.
The scary thing is how did Prey learn all this? Flashback to miniatures games.
I mean, probably. There was a war game or two on Throne, probably. Jesus, God, it was so good. Hold on.
What was it?
All right, and you make it back to the immense chasm. This huge, just like, it's a 50-yard hole. It's immense. It's like this huge huge chasm in the ground, perfectly cut out.
Was that there?
Yeah, it's a hole in which you guys kind of emerged, and Lotus is already kind of just like walked up there, just like kind of just waiting.
Strawberry grabs Bumpy and puts him over his shoulder, and then just climbs up. Yeah.
You're gonna be taking that thing with us. I mean,
Bumpy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. What does it eat?
Everything.
Mostly things from my pockets. Pulls out some meat candy meat.
It squirms a little bit when it's like on your shoulder, like, ah! He's like, snack time, snack!
Yeah.
Snack!
Yeah. Yeah. I like Bumpy.
You lick. That can't be sanitary.
Gonna do kill me?
I don't know, like, Death Toad death doesn't sound pleasant.
Wait, is it unsanitary for me or him?
Yes.
I suppose we should.
We probably hasn't tried to swallow anybody's sense. He's tried to actually eat anybody's sense.
I feel like the eyes are still there, though. Just in case.
He's just gonna stare at you, he's like,
I have a replica of Bumpy's face in my notes.
oh,
That's what I imagine Bumpy's face, like, tongue looks like all the time.
oh, sorry, yeah, it's kind of like lolly, like, you know when dogs don't have like the front
Yeah.
teeth that it just kind of sticks out? He's always like,
Yeah.
his tongue's just out all the time.
And just so you know, Bumpy's name, apparently, according to me last season, is B-U-M-P-I, and the I has a heart instead of the dot at the top.
Silly.
Okay, so head count. Josh, Elif, Bumpy, and those two. I don't know what to do. Everyone's so sad. What do we do?
Yeah, I don't know them as well as you do, but
See, seeing as like for as long as I've known them, the emotional level of happiness has actually steadily declined. I'm inclined to think it might be partially my fault. And in another life, I probably feel really bad about that right now, but I'm going off of a really good high right now, so I'll feel guilty a little bit later, but I'm kind of at a loss. People have never been my strong suit.
Strawberry tosses very tiny pebbles down at Prey.
Ow. Ow.
As you're all like slowly ascending up right now in the middle of these conversations. Are you saying this out loud or within the hive mind?
I'm saying it really quietly, so it's mouth, but most of the intent is being mentally transmitted. Because I know people can listen, because demons have demon ears.
Yeah, big ones.
Yeah. Because you could say, like, Strawberry is super handsome and a great dancer.
You hear that echo throughout the chasm.
Okay. But maybe we should take a break. No, we can't take a break. I mean, can we? I don't know if there's a time. Is there expiration date on god killing?
I don't even know. Like, don't we have a bunch of gods in our key, or
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
we
know how
have,
any of this works.
who has the god sprocket right now?
I forget.
Uh-oh.
It was either Lotus or me, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So I guess the Lotus like has it. Well, I mean, who looked at the blueprint? Someone had a blueprint. Did anyone take the blueprint? I think.
Yeah.
I think your people had the blueprint and actually studied it. And so what you would have gathered from it is that the emanation is separate from the 4 pieces of the old gods that are there, because their essence is part of it, but you also require the emanation or the kind of reverberations of the old parts of Yisun. Whereas like the 4 pieces that you have are kind of not necessarily individually gods, but just like the concepts that have been left behind. If that makes sense.
It's like echoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Technically speaking, even if there was no expiration date, though, there is a problem. The 5th, we met her before. She ain't no good, and if she has time to recover and become even bigger and goopier, probably bad things.
You guys climb slow.
That's because I can jump fast. Give us a second. We're coalescing in our, what do we call the collective? I mean, like, I feel like Hivitude.
Squad.
Squad.
Gross.
Squad.
Coalesce in your
Gross.
squad.
Do you want to write up?
Yeah, that'd be
You can
that'd be nice.
rise faster. And when you resurface, I believe your people, after having recuperated together in the time while you were all gone, wound up bringing a lot of supplies, making camp. They probably found a way to get the big barge closer to shore, so that is available. They brought some of the machinery around, just like camp, fire, etc., etc. And they are very happy to see you back. And they're also just very like, it's like, oh, welcome, like, this is great.
There's probably like some sort of interest music, like dun 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 dun, as the slow rises. And their name.
Josh is looking. Both Josh are just like.
Their name is Prey the Lion. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
The sound of a million eyes roll.
Yeah, like all of the eyes are like just.
They sound like this.
This is the greatest toy ever. It's like a mental sound effect bank. I could be my own DJ now. I could be like. And then so all that strawberry and Lois hears nothing, but everyone else hears like.
It's the thing where you're caught like thinking and talking to yourself and kind of dancing. Like, yeah, I feel the beat. Or like, oh no, there actually isn't a beat. And it's all in my head. Oh no, right? I don't know. Do people do that? I do that all the time. Is it just me? That's what I imagine. It's not personal experience at all.
Hi everyone.
And you're greeted, you're given food. It's like, oh, you know, here's drink, here's food. There's a lot of food they dug out from the barge, as well as, I think if Lotus had left the tower door open for a bit, it would have, like, collected out some food as well. Found ways through. Well, let's see. Barry, you notice that, you know, how do you go in with the crowd? Do you just kind of take Mumpy for a walk?
Strawberry grabs a plate of like a container, like a big old bowl. He just kind of walks through the where the food is and just puts everything into like a bowl. Just scoops it all off of whatever he can find, as much as he can get, and brings it and goes on a walk and kind of goes off to the side around a building and sets the bowl down and just sits there with Bumpy around the corner.
Bumpy literally just like looks at the bowl, looks at you, looks at the bowl, looks at
Yeah.
you. Yeah. It's just like blah.
Just eats the whole bowl.
As you know, pigeons just make a bigger mess and don't actually
Yeah.
eat the food. That's what Bumpy does.
They just hit their face
There's a
into the food until
Yes.
some of it's inside of them.
Yeah, food's everywhere.
Yeah.
you.
I'll give it about 5 minutes or so before Ray just walks up. Yo.
Strawberry's just hitting rocks together.
Barry.
What?
I know we keep talking to this infinity, but yeah, always gotta keep checking.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be the same answer every time.
Probably, but I figure either eventually you get so annoyed at me that you're gonna come up with a different answer, or I'm gonna make a breakthrough. There's a famous psychologist who once says, if you don't get it right the first time, you do the exact same thing over and over again without actually changing or deviating anything.
Statistically improbable.
I like improbable, it's fun.
Yeah, I like it more than impossible. It's
Yeah.
impossible. It's not impossible that we're gonna kill a god. It's improbable.
The God part is actually easy. The king thing, not so much.
No.
But one foot before the other. I mean, you remember the monster arm, right?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, when we took it off, he didn't remember who he was. So we named him Petal, and then we sent him off to God knows where. Yeah, we had a visit, psychically. He's not doing so well right now, so I have a feeling that
He's a bad guy.
and he's a guy who got caught up. We don't know if he was a bad guy or he was taken over. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, it's easier for us to say that we could do whatever, but, you know, we're not normal. And it might not be that easy. Like, imagine a god actually taking form and implanting themselves on your body. And that will that's lived through eons. I mean, it's a little bit easier to comprehend eternity when you're a demon and an angel, but for humans, you know, we kind of count in double digits at the best of times, so it's really hard. There's a lot of tricks it can play, so I don't want to write off Petal as a bad guy, but I think Ismara found him again, so I mean, at the very least, if I want to be cold and impractical, that's a good first step to find this god.
Pray,
Yeah.
pray. I'm gonna level with you here. Get me something to punch. That's all I want. Talking has not done me any good. I tried, doesn't work. I'm gonna punch. Strawberry gets up, grabs like a big chunk of whatever has bone that has the most meat on it and has all the food, and just kind of brings it for Bumpy and goes off on his own with Bumpy.
As you're about to walk away, you hear that whisper. I found you.
Ah, great. Oh, which means you get the surround sound.
Do we all hear this? Or?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you both as you're walking away, you both hear this in your mind, and it transfers over.
I'm right here, Pray.
That wasn't me, or me, or me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's as if you've just realized how unsettling and quiet the beach is. There are no animals, there are no birds, there's nothing. The ocean, the sounds you would hear on the beach, the waves, the birds, the breeze, the smell, it's not there. It is just still and quiet.
Is the water by chance dark here?
It seems like it. It's weird. It's just not, there are no waves. It is somehow still.
Who's
What?
talking in my head?
1 second. And so how do you do like DEFCON 2 with the squad team?
People are already running.
It's like the weird, like, the mic, like, just coming live. It's a super hot mic. It's just like, blamp, and everyone's like, no! What do you do? Do you stay there? Do you leave? Do you wait? Do you look around?
Is there any high points?
Yeah, because there's, like, kind of those mountain...
I'm just gonna run up one, parkour.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, new stats. Jump to the top of it just to get a better vantage all around.
It's kind of overcast. The ocean is still. It's really weird. There are no waves. As far as you can see, there isn't anything in the horizon, but there's definitely a fog at some distance. You just can't see past it.
Are we talking normal fog, or are we talking a fog that's approaching?
It's normal fog. It's kind of, it's creeping. There's no wind pushing it, though.
In good news, I see nothing. And bad news, that usually means ambush.
Good. Let's fight.
Behind you, you hear, right here.
Oh,
Roll
God.
reflex.
That is 9, 10, 11, 12.
Great. You hear that voice, and it's right by your ear this time instead of being in your head, and this claw just rushes by you and grabs the air that you just were, and you do that like kind of fall back / tuck and roll down the few steps, and there he is, or they. There they are.
Hi, Petal.
Just like in the visions, tired, lost.
I don't suppose you want to talk this out, do you?
Just talk? I just need to find you. That's all that matters.
I mean, you found us. Good job. Now you can take a break. And while saying this, they're actually kind of in a one-hand handstand, kind of upside down, but still discussing.
Yeah. And they're just looking at you. And they just kind of jump down at each word. I'm here to find all of you.
Hmm?
I have been consumed. That's all that mattered. I don't ask why. There's no point in talking.
Have you ever considered self-amputation? I'm assuming the arm is...
Yeah.
How big is it?
It's grotesque. It's
bigger
the
than
way
it was
it was
last time?
before.
Or-
Yeah.
oh.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
It's as big as it was last time.
And this is
It's
we are all
enormous.
able to see this. Can we hear this conversation?
It's quiet unless you send out.
Oh, this is being fully broadcast 360.
They do. If you look up at Prey, you'll see
Okay.
this figure, this clothed figure. You recognize the arm.
Yeah, Strawberry.
And it's like this normal cloaked
Yeah.
figure. He's very ragged. His hair is just disheveled and all over the place, dreaded and matted in areas, and this immense. This is his left arm, right? It was this
Yeah, I think it was
huge
left arm.
arm
Yeah.
that was just black and covered in ichor and matted fur and claws and bones. And it's
Strawberry runs up the mountain to get up there.
great.
Goes straight for the arm.
Cool. Reach heaven through violence. Unless you
Yeah.
want to wrestle it. And
I
just
would
roll
like to
body.
reach heaven through violence.
Great. Do it. As Strawberry starts making his way up there, it's just, I've just been consumed. Tear it off? No. It won't let me. I've tried. You don't think I've tried? I've used everything to get it off, and it won't come off.
This is usually the point when I have a really inspirational quote, and I got nothing, so sorry. And at that point, Prey falls backwards right when
Strawberry.
Yes,
Jumps through.
great. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
9, fantastic.
And that's 2 dice, right?
Yes, 2
Okay.
dice plus body.
Okay. Oh, wait, so
Everybody
plus
is-
body?
Yes.
Oh, then that's 12.
Great.
I forgot how to roll. I've been rolling. for so
No,
many
it's fine.
shows.
This is great. You do, 3 damage? Fantastic. You grab the arm.
Yeah.
What does that look like? What is your
Strap-
what is
so
your 12
when
look
Prey
like?
falls down, you're falling back to
That
because
faint-
you were on the hand, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that faint.
Strawberry goes over like through. I'm guessing like you fall. I go come out through your legs, straight there. Wrap my arm. My leg goes around the back of his neck,
Mm-hmm.
and I get him in an arm lock, and I try to push him to the ground so I can twist the shoulder off, like almost like breaking an arm
yeah,
off
it's
of a
like-
crab or something.
Yeah.
Just but from the other side, like so, just tearing like that.
Great. You'd ripped this off before, and you could feel it give, but it is not. It is not.
Oh, great.
Strawberry just keeps punching the back of the head and trying the
Great.
shoulder, just tenderizing it.
This guttural snarl just comes out of Petal. This just primal and raw and just full of blood and hatred. Just
Strawberry gets his one hand and tries to claw at the face, at the side of the neck.
he, at that point, will buck you both off of the side of this mountain and just send you crashing both down. I think you probably take 1 damage at least from the fall, as this Petal. You just tumbling over and over around each other, losing hold, grappling on. The both of you just kind of taking swipes, and when you do hit the ground, you roll body, see if you keep a hold on.
And that's 2 plus
Petal.
3, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
2 plus 3.
9.
9? Okay. There is this struggle, and you feel the call. Let's see. You slip for a second, and he rakes you really well before you get a hold of it down and pin it back down on the ground. You take 2.
2.
What do you do?
I don't suppose you know anything about gods.
Just to avoid them.
You have an immense group of gang members. BT does.
Yeah.
You don't have to name them. I will consider them multiple groups.
So I think they're actually going to be kind of ringing around the environment, basically giving you that like
Yes.
triangulation that you were talking about.
Amazing! You get +1 to all of your rolls using that. It's amazing. Great. That's lovely.
So, Prey's going to wrap part of their cloak around their mouth, pull out Dear Sister, and then stab it against the surface of the stem, and then jump off the side and actually use it to just, like, cut down against the wall while still controlling the fall.
You slice that little slide of the mountain off, like literally just like a, you know when you just kind of slice paper?
Yeah.
That's what happens with the rock as you're going down.
And I'm just trying to find just, like, the perfect angle as I'm falling down, and I'm like, Lotus!
What? I need to pull out the sheet. I was like, oh wait, the 70 has extra work to do. Hold on a second. Yeah, Lotus, like, you see Lotus, like, kind of off, not too far away, but kind of like on the beach closer to the beach, just with Oscar, and she's just like, what?
We have a problem.
Problem?
Yes. Crabby arm back.
Do you want me to set him on fire?
No! Strawberry's on him right now.
Oh, okay. And she responds, and we'll start heading that direction. What else would you like to do?
Pretty much when I'm about maybe about like 10 feet or so from safe distance, I'm gonna just let go of the sword to flip and try to just do like a somersault kick to disorient.
Oh, great. Okay, awesome.
I'm not strong enough to actually break that thing off. That's all you, baby.
Roll and let's see. I'm trying to think if. Yeah, roll and then +1 for the group. I think there could be special instances where you can empower, but I think I would have you roll like heat
Yeah.
or something to figure that one out.
Okay.
Cool.
So this is reflex? Or?
Yes. Yes.
I'm so glad I got that plus because that is a 8.
8. Okay, great. You're trying to disorient Petal.
Yeah.
You do. You just like punch, and you think this is fine. Then Petal bites you, just like it's like that weird like inhuman just creature that just like snaps out and just bites your arm as you're like heading back.
Or is it like talking like draw blood bites?
Yeah, you take 2 damage.
2 damage?
And I.
He's just like, and you see his face. This is nothing left. Like part of the cloak lifts, and you can see from that arm that just is entwined into his bones, into his neck.
Oh, I feel so bad. We abandoned him. Actually, you probably feel like.
And he's snarling and he's writhing around. He's writhing around. Will you roll body again to keep check?
Yes.
Is it goes armor then stamina then wounds, or is it?
Yeah,
armor,
armor, stamina, and then wounds.
11.
Okay.
Huh?
11.
11. Great. Cool. He doesn't break out of your hold, but he's still just like snarling and writhing and moving and just it's just uncanny, like the motions that are happening.
Are you all right?
Unless God, creature, thingy, children have rabies, mostly my soul.
I mean, look at that thing. It's real gross.
That's what Ray knows is the wound and begins to. I'll be fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Strawberry finds the sharpest rock, and if it's attached to the beach, he will punch it with whatever free body part he has, and smashes it with the intention to smash it apart, and then just starts smashing.
So you have to let go.
in the
You let
face
go.
with it.
You let go of Petal to go
Yes.
grab the rock. Cool. All right. Roll reach heaven through violence, and in the moment that you've gone to reach, you suddenly a shadow reaches out from Lotus and it entraps Kavik or Petal and just holds them in place, and you see them just kind of it's barely a hold, and it's just struggling and snarling and just like and its eyes darting from each and every one of you, just switching back and forth. There's this primal frothing rage.
So Strawberry punching this boulder, punching it apart, smashing it and pulling it off of it. And I like to believe like it's a jagged sea rock kind of a thing. Not even instinctually, just with the sheer force of how hard and how quick Strawberry is moving, knocks prey out of just further away and picks up the rock and just starts smashing
And
it
it's
on
like-
he starts on
yeah.
the arm, and then moves it slowly more over to the directly on the face, and I rolled a 14.
Great. You pulverize. You've pulverized Petal, and then you continually do so. It is veiled. I will not go into detail the sounds and the noises, but you see Barry dropping this rock over and over and over sound, and it just becomes like a heartbeat, dying pulse. Over.
I think he's dead, Barry.
Strawberry picks this, has it up over his head, raises it up one last time, and just drops it on top of his face. Strawberry gets up. And just walks away.
That probably could have gone better.
Well, nobody died. Well, none of us died.
I was a human once. I mean,
What happened to them?
Yasmara, the thing we're supposed to kill. Thing is that I was sure the first time we ripped his arm straight off. He had no memory of what happened, and he was almost okay. And we sent him through a portal. And that was the end of it. We thought we'd done good. And we didn't really think of him until, God, days ago. When the voices started. I don't know, maybe if we would have brought him with us, that would have been a little bit different.
You can't dwell on what you did or didn't do.
That's where you got that wrong. That's my entire life, baby. I'm gonna laugh, pray a little bit. sadly walks over to what remains of Kavik. I mean, I don't even know if it was Petal or Kavik or something new. It's selfish for me to kind of hope that it was Kavik, the thing, the creature, not Petal. That Petal was long gone, never came back. I'll start actually rummaging through the ichor and the body.
Oh yeah, so as you're talking, you hear like
Really?
hear just a scratch, like a very weak scratch.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The arm is this kind of. It's. You can tell it's trying. It's like that survive mode, and it's not detached from him. It's just slowly kind of scratching and twitching. Just that.
Excuse me for a second.
What do you do?
And for a moment, Prey looks over, and you and the group will see for the first time a shadow that looks like part prey and part animal just come out of nowhere and just attack the creature and begin biting it. Lotus can't see it at all, and Bumpy still there can't. And Prey's just sort of there, but not really. For a second, Prey looks kind of reflective, but Jackal begins to gnaw at the thing as if it was a threat and will not stop eating at it.
Great. It is completely vanquished. And it is dead.
One of the Joshes throws up,
Oh no!
and the other one is just like, just takes them off, and they would just walk away.
Strawberry is kind of up a little bit further away in a tree,
Okay.
and is just kind of
Is it above kind of the water? Kind of.
yeah, like further enough away is he just kind of went straight away after that.
Bumpy is just gonna be pacing around the tree, just kind of eventually just flump down.
Barry's just sitting there, just you can see the tree that Strawberry's on because there is a fair amount of blood just dripping down the
Ichor,
side from
yeah.
where Strawberry was. So the ichor and blood, just whatever was inside of that is no longer there, is now just kind of dripping down Strawberry's body into the tree.
Can I? I'm gonna go over and what's left of Petal. I'm gonna put my hands on it
Okay.
and try to use my spores to pry secrets.
Roll mind.
7.
You get to ask at least a question, right? I think one question.
What's about to happen?
Oh,
What's the best way? That tickling dread in the back of your neck, the tingle of, it's deja vu, but also, it's like the bad dream you always revisit, that one bad scenario over and over again, and then you've seen what's going to happen next, and you know it's going to be bad. It is going to be a nightmare, is what it is.
So more of this. Thought we were done.
it's kind of cyclical that way. What was is again, and what isn't will be. There are gonna be more. That Kivik wasn't the only one. Kivik was just the agent, the one that was kept some matter of its humanity to be not just a puppet, but Yasmara turned good people just into ichor monsters.
And then Lotus chimes in. Jasna used the parts of gods to take control of human beings and twist them. She wanted to make an army to fight off the kings. I don't know. I guess those are good intentions. But then they then she made something else. And it was like a reincarnation that night. I don't remember. Some of it seems like such a dream. We lost Sifa. She took on the nightmare and they fell, and we thought it was over. But looking back, of course it's not over. It's just a never-ending cycle. We make messes and they're always just bigger and worse. Whatever is the point. And like for the first time, he's just like, Lotus is not trying to eat this arm. It's just kind of just lost in thought, looking at the remains of Petal and this arm.
So the cycle. There's only one way out, right? We have to finish this key, this thing.
Pretty much. You know, I only did this to humor them, because this is what they really wanted. I just want to make sure my friends are happy. But somehow I think that fate is making me here for a reason, because this is what's to be. And me and fate don't have the most working of relationships, but maybe this is why I'm here too. And I mean, just way too many coincidences.
What if we just ran? What if we just left?
Indulge me for a second. So, what Strawberry and Rose know is that Prey actually does draw. But in the mental landscape, it can be done so many times faster, and it's almost a handbrush image of Throne and Hell.
Oh, it's like an ink wash.
Ink wash.
It just happens.
And then from a corner of blackness, ink slowly begins to bleed through before it takes it over until there's nothing except a starlight field, and even that is consumed by a black inkwell, as if it was just spilled over. That's the good scenario. That's the one probably that means it's a happily ever after. The other ones means the kings actually figure out how to use this for their ends. Imagine that. One king to control them all with an army of tar creatures. But the Mai Tais will be delicious if that happens. Sucks, done it.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I wish there was an easier way. I kind of want to take a break and take a nap. Kind of wish Dear Sister was the biggest of my problems. That was looking like the good old days. No offense.
You have Jackal. Biggest.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to have a talk about.
You hear the
whatever.
Jackal. You hear the Jackal too.
Yeah, we'll
absolutely.
have to have a talk about whatever that is.
That's
But
complicated.
One thing at a time right
Yeah.
now.
You think you can define me, sweetheart?
We're gonna go into blows. We're gonna shake hands one of these days. Just,
In your mind, you can just see. Yeah.
we should probably go check on Barry though. He's done talking. He wants to be the Fury, and I don't think this has helped at all. You want to give it a try? Last time I did, my repertoire is limited. I'll just poke him repeatedly until he gets angry. Maybe he can be more tactful.
I'll try. So I have a plate of food and I lure Bumpy over using like a big, I don't know, like a big roast leg of something.
It's a gigantic like emu leg, but it's enormous.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? It's just yeah.
My only rule is don't feed Bumpy other Bumpies.
Would Bumpy actually eat other Bumpies?
Ah.
It's a rule that I just made up.
Hey, Strawberry. Look who's here to see you. It's your little pal Bumpy.
Strawberry just in his pocket just throws candy down the tree on the ground.
Do you wanna come down and join us? I think whatever is going on is over for now.
How big is the tree? Like, how thick is it?
How big is the tree, Strawberry?
Well, Strawberry sticks his claws, which are still covered in various liquids, in the tree and just claws his way down. Stands at the bottom, covered in blood. Okay, I'm here.
Swell. I think there's a shower on the barge if you want to get cleaned up, or
I'm good.
Or
I feel pretty good.
look, I know you're going through some stuff right now. Hell, we're all going through some stuff right now. But you can't just wall everything off. You can't just punch through everything. You don't have to talk. But at least come here. Be with us. Be near us for a little while. Your friends. Be near your friends.
I'm doing what I was born to do. I'm not gonna wash this off because it's who I am. It's what I'm good at. And I spent a long time trying to fit in with what other people were good at because they wanted to be specifically one thing or the other. And now, I'm just gonna stick with my strengths. And my strengths are my fists and killing bad guys. I appreciate that Prey put you up to this.
I did not.
I know you better than that,
All right, he didn't know I was listening.
but I'm fine. I haven't been this happy in a long time. Strawberry smiles a little bit,
It's like the grimace with teeth.
but it's
It's
a real smile. It's an actual smile. I feel great.
I'm glad for you. I'm glad that you've found some peace in whatever purpose that you've chosen. But don't forget that, yes, a bar of steel is strong, and yes, it can be a sword, but it can also be a plow, it can be a shield, it can be 1,000 things, and still have that same strength. It doesn't need to only be a weapon.
That's a lovely sentiment. Thank you. Let me know if you need anything smashed. Strawberry stretches, grabs Bumpy, grabs the meat, and goes back to the tree. With Bumpy this time.
So you pick Bumpy up. If you're good. The foggy, overcast sky turns dark. It's like someone blocked out the sun. It is dark. You know you're not in shade side, so this is weird. All you see is the still water, the enriching fog, and suddenly 3 deep, eerie, eerie sounds. And you feel it rattle through your bones, just push through you. And suddenly, there's the sound of water moving, sloshing, something coming to shore. And in the fog, in the distance, a dark, writhing creature begins to slowly plow its way towards the island. Strong steps, mindless, but with purpose, in the sense that it is coming for you. It's writhing shadows, what might have been, it reminds you of a lion. His immense, heavy, set body, large paws, and a mane perhaps, but is now writhing of shadows, and you see what are arms just hanging, grasping occasionally, and a writhing maw of just teeth and shadow and just glowing eyes.
Strawberry is like one arm up the tree with Bumpy over his shoulder, and just kind of looks at this, gets a little bit of a smile on his face, picks Bumpy off his shoulder and hands it to Ella. Hold this, and Strawberry just goes straight for the beach.
Great. As you do, the Icarus creatures of assorted humans and servants alike. Like, there are things that once resembled that could have been goblins or human beings, humanoid creatures. You see one that looked like a very strange cat-like, would have been like a cat-like person. I forget what the Kung Fu Master's name was. It just reminds you of Sam. You're just like, what the fuck? And they're just covered in this slick oil, almost like you know what, the bog man, like the way that pruny, raisiny skin, but it's black ink and shiny, and they are crawling, and they're chanting that sound again, the sound that you remember.
Strawberry gets to the beach and is like digging out like fur, his ears getting up, his fur, a little bit of fur on the back of his neck, his mane is puffing up a little bit. He's just getting ready to. Come on.
And the groups rush to you. You see that, you know it as Yusmara has stopped, as if watching and waiting and commanding. You can roll Reach Heaven through Violence.
You
did?
Yeah.
Great, what'd you roll?
Boxcars.
Oh my god, do you want to spend a PowerPoint and fucking obliterate a whole bunch of them right now?
Yes, I do.
Great, awesome. Cool.
Okay, sorry.
Will you describe to me what that looks like?
Now, how many of them are?
There's
How
10.
many can I kill with this? So I can come up.
Oh my god, you can kill as many as you want. There are 10 in one group, and there's another 10 coming up behind it. What does this look like?
Strawberry is down here ready. He lets them get a little bit closer to him, and you said there's some coming in the front and some behind them.
Yeah, so it's just a wave,
Like
just
waves,
coming,
waves,
just
okay.
coming from this beach.
Strawberry, almost holds his claws out and just gets them to a point where they're as sharp as possible. Runs straight through the first couple. I'm guessing is a line.
Mm-hmm.
Just claws straight through the stomach, out. Grabs one with his foot, uses that to balance the weight off one's ribs, and then bites the other one in the neck. Grabs that one, throws it onto the other guy, and then just keeps just ripping through this first group of 10.
Fantastic.
And just is sitting there now, just on top of this pile of whatever's there.
Yeah, because you can destroy a group because your belt
Yeah.
allows you to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's just sitting there and just like, come on.
It's just scattered, just ichor draining into the beach, seeping into the sand. Like, you see this pooling and then suddenly dripping and being absorbed into the beach as another wave comes to face you. Your gang comes up to you. We got the ship ready, so if you need to use it, like, we're ready. We're ready and behind you, boss. All in.
Yeah. I mean, if we don't do something, we'll never have peace. How fast can that boat go?
You can make it fast. Ethan knows how to like get that engine revved up and going. He's got it. There's a bunch of There's also like a bunch of machinery, as you saw, like in the whole
Yeah.
thing you guys explored, that they can rev everything up.
I wanna Ursula this situation.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna crank up this boat and then send it straight at Yaspara.
Fantastic. Okay.
What do I even roll for this?
Is there a boss trait where you bolster your gang to do a thing?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's where we're gonna start with this, and then we will.
I mean, yeah, there's I mean, my general boss trait is that, like, it's a dirty work, I think. But I think I blew all of my boss points. and-
We're in a new session, so you
Okay.
have all of them back. Yeah. We also reset all of power dice as well.
Do I actually give you an extra boss point now?
I don't even know.
No, but there are certain instances where the triangulation, if I will have Kate roll, and depending on the outcome, you can be given plus so often forward to use as an empowering dice. That is broken as fuck, but still, it'll be funny.
Yeah.
Again.
All right. So I'll just roll plus boss. Oh jeez. Can I use a reroll thing?
I can
will
bend fate.
either that, or you can sack a power die and allow you to reroll.
Okay. I'll sack a power die.
You can
I'm
reroll
gonna
it.
get 2
Yeah.
points, right?
Because
One,
that
I'll
was
do it.
Snake Eyes, which is not great.
You feel a tingle of that moment when you've seen prey bend fade a 2nd, and kind of like a sparkle happens. You're like, okay, nope, wait, no.
Do over.
Yeah.
Wait, was
Mulligan.
that you?
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
8 this time.
8, great. Okay. And so you want to be able to power this thing into Yasmara. So what Ethan is able to do, it won't be a cruise missile, but it will get you guys closer to Yasmara. She's refused. You see the shadow, and it's visible, but she's as if waiting in the ocean
Okay.
and just waiting. And there are enemies that have the groups of the sludge ichor beasts have started to encroach onto the beach and try to cut your way off, and Lotus has been just burning her way and keeping the path clear to the boat.
Okay, everyone on the boat. On the boat. Barry, if you want to punch something giant, this is your chance.
Barry literally just picks up a big piece of driftwood that might be there and just swings it at the closest group. just before heading over that way.
Great, awesome. Roll violence real quick, because you're still gonna. I imagine like the boat's still
figured.
far away off, and you start fighting
7.
forward. 7, great. You manage to swing a bunch out of the way. Huge group of them go flying. You see them just like soaring off. Except while you're getting like heading forward, a group has flanked behind and just grabbed a hold of you, and you're unable to move forward.
Kind of tied up.
And it's like, you're holding them back, but like, if you don't deal with the group that's holding onto your feet, you're gonna be stuck there.
Yeah.
What do you do, Prey? You hear the call, you see Strawberry struggling through these mobs, and he's holding his own, but he's not moving. Lotus is keeping the way clear for the boat,
Just pushing down.
and just lighting everything on fire.
Everything on fire?
But there's no joy in this, she's just...
Prey looks a little bit distant for a second, and your sister is dragging against the ground, and they slowly brings it out and slices their hand, almost distantly as it slowly transforms to the Bear of Legend. And almost as an idle afterthought, they swing it behind them towards Barry with a line of destruction.
Oh, good. Did you roll for that, or does this happen?
Now, this is a destructive tendency of the Bear of Legend.
Oh, good. Good, great, cool. You are set free. There's this. What does this cut look like? Is it a light or is it just a force?
It looks almost as if a fracturing reality for a second, as if you're looking through a broken glass, and then it coalesces back together as if nothing happens, and then destruction in the line of events.
Awesome.
Good, awesome. The things that were holding you are just hands now. They just are severed. It's as if they don't exist beyond.
As soon as there's any allowment to move, Strawberry goes straight for the front of that boat.
Awesome. So you make it.
Prey does kind of hurry. The giant sword now is still dragging, but their eyes never really leave the creature, and it's almost a distant, like, wondering, as if they're trying to ponder what the creature is. Oh, I know you. Hi.
It's like seeing an old friend, but it's been years. And it's as if she's staring straight at you, and in this cut of time, it responds like it's the recognition, you know, when you look across the room and you make eye contact, and there's that second.
You know, normally I wouldn't care. Like, I think I realized this a long time ago, that I don't really care about what happens to the world. And then you came along, you killed someone I loved. I think I'll be satisfied by tearing you limb from limb for that. And I know you don't actually have limbs. This physical reputation for you is nothing. It's a construct of what I perceive. So let me get this straight. I will unmake you. See you soon, darling.
And there's a howl that comes from the final cut of this scene. It is a howl that is... It is not full of sadness, but it welcomes you. It welcomes an end, but it also is... It is like what Petal said. This, I am consumed, but I welcome this. And as you pile onto the boat, you all make it. The doors close. Everyone is safe. And you all make it up to the top as Ethan and the rest of the crew get this boat going. And it is fast. It jostles and it's going. And you reach the top. A bunch of the creatures have crawled over the railing. Strawberry, I'm assuming you're up there first. 'Cause
Yeah.
you just like bolted straight for it, and you just see a bunch of the creatures, and they just crawl over the railing and start running towards you, arms outstretched.
Are any of these our team up there?
Are you guys up there yet?
Yeah, I think Elf is actually holding Bumpy.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
is he still-
what do I do with this thing?
Strawberry just points at the big one, the big monster. Dibs.
And Bumpy will definitely assist in just like running around, just wreaking havoc.
I would assume
Release.
that Bumpy, that if Bumpy got a bite, he probably would have just grabbed an arm and just went off with it.
Yeah, because I'm assuming like Bumpy just like okay, Bumpy just like kind of scrambles over to you, looks at the things, looks up at you, and just a little dog oh yeah, playtime, and just darts off and just like starts picking off a few of the Ichor monsters, for sure.
Is there a mast to this barge?
Yes, sure, yes, absolutely.
Right?
The front of it,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah,
yeah,
the front. So,
yeah, Titanic. It's
you-
Titanic.
you can hear Prey talk, but it comes out of white noise. And they're continuing to talk. And they just keep walking by all the monsters without even fighting them.
They don't touch you.
Yeah. And once they get to the mast, they'll sit down cross-legged on this totem pole, put the Godslayer on their lap, and just sit there as the boat gets closer, ignoring everything behind them.
Cool. Awesome. Strawberry roll. Reach heaven through violence. The gang will continue piloting the ship. The ship is fast. Will get you in contact with Yasmara. If you would like them to engage the monsters, that's a thing too. But they, I think, will encircle each other to keep each other safe more than anything.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So I'm gonna do this as kind of a montage of what this fight is. These waves come at you, and you just keep throwing them off the boat, be it in one piece or in pieces altogether. They grab you, they hold on to you, they try to stop you, and you constantly eventually break free and just punch and punch and punch and just this. You're able to keep them at bay, like a majority of them, while stragglers will come off, be it Bumpy or the gang that takes care of the rest. As you edge closer and closer to the immense shadow, towering. Oh god, she's immense. Like, you're this tiny, she's this big. She's immense. She's a god. As big as those buildings in Throne, you are just staring at this building-sized, shadowy beast. And it just, as this boat just keeps coming towards her, you can tell she's just watching and watching you.
Pray. Can you get me over to her?
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon I can do that.
Good, because I call dibs.
As long as I get this hit, I really don't care how. Okay. Here we go. Did we just do the same thing at the same time?
Yeah, we did. That's pretty cool.
You did, it was pretty cool. I know this.
That was in character and out of character.
Okay. AOF, remember that 360 thing I told you about? Mm-hmm. One more time, please.
Yeah. So I guess all along the different railings of the boat, you see the entire gang kind of just, everyone kind of standing out, watching this giant thing. And yeah, you basically have a chorus of perceptions that you can draw on. I don't know, do power die or something for that, or do I roll?
So roll heat.
Okay. 10.
10, great. You get 3 forward of dice to empower.
Okay, so
Let's see. Wait, I don't know if it's dice. Give me a second. 7, 20, plus, blah, blah. Making up rules on the fly, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna use you gain the might ability. You're gonna assume you'd roll a 10. You can choose any of all. Your target starts moving, cannot move until they escape your grip. Sorry. Let me read these rules for a second. You are attempting a feat of precision, right, and accuracy, and dealing effective damage. So, what is your base damage right now?
my base damage would be 3.
3, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, why not? This is great. In this instance, against a god, I will give you 3 chances to empower your dice rolls. It's gonna be gross.
So
This does not include communing with sister to make the Godbreaker happen. Yeah, that will be a push. That will be separate if you want to do that.
So this one is not quite Godbreaker, but Prey begins to spin their sister faster and faster until it almost looks like an entire solid shield.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, with the ridges, it looks like a flower that's very familiar to Strawberry, which is the one that used to be always in Sifa's hair. When it's almost at a full solid state, that's when they let it go and launch it forward. And as it flies in ahead, they immediately grab a rope nearby, which actually I have to spend a power die for Prim and Loyal to bend fate, just to have it there.
Just to have it there.
Just to have, and then ties it to the end, and just lets it fly. This shouldn't actually happen because this is meters. This is hundreds of meters. Yeah, it's almost as if it's an arrow flying true. Mm-hmm. Giving a taut rope for Strawberry just to run over.
Before Strawberry runs over, I would like to declare that I'm going into an open rage.
Great.
Strawberry. Just,
Does your fur begin to bristle like when you became
it
unbound?
starts. Strawberry's like basically muscle fibers start getting bigger, and the fur starts getting prickly and sharp, and his mask is just a little, just the
Those
scars.
that you
the
have
scars are
just
now just.
sink in deeper.
And Strawberry runs across the rope as fast as he can,
Cool.
going straight for the eye
Great.
or whatever's there.
As you come closer, you see what looks like shadow. As all of it, there's this dark ash that's just floating in the air. It seems to come from this monster, and it just is there, floating in the air. And you think at first, like, oh, it's just like the shadow. It's just this aura about it, and you realize that there's just flakes that are coming off of it. There's immense wounds and slices that are all over its body. When you're close enough, you recognize, you just know that it was Sifa. You feel it, you see it, you see the precision, the elegance, though enormous on this humongous building-sized monster. You can tell this was Sifa's work. As Strawberry leaps up and leaves, their waves aren't coming as strongly, but they still like kind of add in. Do you want your gang to continue just fighting them off, or come up with something? There's a lot of equipment on this ship.
Yeah, I like the image of a lot of us just like ineffectually hitting them with oars.
Oh yeah, slap! Yeah. Okay,
Does
good.
someone have
Yes,
like a
yes.
lifesaver and just like?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's all
there's,
of that.
There's
yeah.
like an old grandma with just with a lifesaver just like bashing one of these things off
Yeah.
the side.
Yes.
Your rapscallion?
Yeah, absolutely. Yours happens. You roll reach out through gauntlets.
I got a 14.
You got a 14. Oh, fantastic.
Almost boxcars.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was boxcars for a second, but then I looked and I was disappointed. That was-
How do you fight a building?
seeing the scars and recognizing or realizing where they were from. Strawberry's eyes begin to bleed a little bit of black liquid, and his mouth, the saliva, starts turning black. And he goes straight for the eyes.
Cool.
And by that I mean full tilt, launching foot claws,
Climbing
hand claws,
up all the way up to
yes,
the space and
just literally
digging in where its face
Yeah.
would be. Cool. So as you're climbing, you just feel your claws sinking into the shadow flesh, and this is moving and swaying as this is trying to get you off its face.
As it swings me to the face, I want to dig my claws into the eyelids and then let its own momentum drag me to the other eye and then go to
it's
that
trying
one.
to get you out, and it just rips it straight across where like that immense lion maw is, and there's just it's that shriek that
Cry louder!
and like a woman's scream in the midst of it, almost like Jasna. It's just everywhere. Pray, what do you do?
Has the sword actually collided with the creature at this point? So
Yes.
Okay.
Where does it land? Because I imagine it would just like.
I would say it was.
I think you threw it with so much force that Strawberry could run on it while it was still flying through the
That's what I was thinking
and,
too.
and then it harpoons.
Prey's gonna begin to tight walk up a bit.
Okay.
Slowly at first to gain this kind of balance, and then begins to run forward, starts running full on forward. And as they do so, they begin to mutter, "Dear sister, to understand each other, we must reach heaven through violence. I need you this one last time for this lesson because I need a conversation, and I'm not so good with conversations. I don't think we can kill this through violence alone. I need to go inside."
Ooh. Okay. You want to commune with Yasmara?
I want to commune, yes, but not until I get to the mouth.
Oh, okay. Great. Okay.
But
cool.
yeah, so all this time I'm actually speaking to sister.
Okay. Are you asking her opinion or just trying to?
Oh yeah.
Great.
I can rephrase it if you want. I'm gonna do something really stupid. This is your last chance to say no.
Well, we know that was always gonna happen, don't we?
Yeah. I was hoping, you would say, yeah, great idea.
I don't have anything to say. You know what happened when I was faced with something like this.
Yeah, you
You were
run.
there. You've been there over and over again.
I wanted to be you for so long, and now I feel really bad because I feel like I want to be way better than you.
She does a really chuckle that reminds you of those wind chimes a long time ago. Laughs like the small bells that you would hear tied to the ends of her hair. I always wanted you to be better.
Can you do me one more favor?
Yeah.
If this goes
always.
badly and I just end up eating god food, can you just be permanent roommates with Jackal and not let it out in the world?
That is a big ask.
There is one thing I never told you about it.
What?
It knows how to mix drinks. Like, amazing drinks.
Oh,
I never-
so I should just stay drunk forever then.
I tried. It's actually pretty effective.
Is it?
I mean, aside from, like, the self-loathing...
You just kind of like, you feel her just kind of gesture around. Is it?
Somehow I imagine, like,
Is it?
this entire time, Prey's, like, running in full-on, like, battle mode, but there's, like, a ghost version of themselves, and this, like, having a casual conversation.
It's on his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And just like you're running, and then just like, okay, no, just like kind of talking over each other's like, is this fine? Like, this
Work in project.
Is it
Progress.
Is this fine?
Look, I'll ask you this way. How many humans get to fight a god with a sword?
Truly, you are fated. You are the fated wielder. More meant to be than I ever was. And it's about time you've realized that.
It feels good to say that. I am the fated for cool shit.
Pray, you're always going to be a mess.
You say the
Be
nicest
a
things.
beautiful mess.
I will hug you right now, except I'm about to go
We're so, and she just kind of like reaches the shoulder, like kind of does a little hand hug across just a little bit. I'll be there when you need me. You know how. Kind of like last time. It'll be a little bit different.
Last time, honestly, I wasn't really thinking at all. I just did it.
And now you remember that feeling.
I really don't!
She's like,
Poof! This
yeah, poof, it
disappears.
disappears, yeah, right in that moment.
As soon as that conversation ends, you hear 1,000 voices screaming, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
No, come back, what are you doing?
I'm only doing the thing I can do. And then you hear, like, one of those deep voices of announcer, Epic's sword battle. And at that moment,
Oh my
Prey
god,
jumps.
your brain is the monster truck rally. Oh, my
my
god.
And that's the moment I feel like I will reach it in and actually jump towards Sama.
Okay, great.
Fated, fated, fated. Oh my god.
Okay.
This is such a good idea.
One of our better ones, actually.
I'm gonna throw down one of my dice. Just as you're trying to get into the maw, this one of those arms just hits you, just grabs you and just kind of swats you, and
sword
you
battle.
are stunned. To take an action to revive. I don't remember.
Before you fall in the water and drown.
Well, there's that, but for me, I'm gonna imagine that you land on her back, like the back of it. It just kind of gets sideswiped. She sees you coming, just like, oh please. You just hear, please, right from this demon, and it just one of those arms that's been kind of hanging out where its neck or its mane would be. Is just these two, like. Their arms that have just been kind of resting there, and they suddenly just like swat you. And it catches you. It doesn't necessarily like swat you into the ocean, but just sideswipes you enough where you just kind of you bounce off of her and you land up on her back.
Doesn't anyone remember cinematic moment?
Yeah. You wind up on her back, and it says revive. I am going to say that you're passed out for. You will lose a turn unless someone revives you.
Okay, did I deal any damage?
Deal the damage, yes.
I don't know why I'm saying yes, because that was my last point.
Oh.
So I'm not 1 wound, which means I activate Martyr.
What happens with murder?
Martyr means as long as I have only 1 wound remaining, I gain 1 damage and the unstoppable tag.
Great.
Which means when I revive, I can be unstoppable.
I think so. You have to have only. You enact it the minute you only have 1 wound, or.
This says as long as you only have 1 wound. So I'm just gonna assume in this case,
Oh,
when
it
I actually wake
swats
up.
you and it knocks you out, but you don't lose a turn. How about
Okay.
that? Because unstoppable, like you can't take reeling or stun. It just interrupts you, and you wind up on her back. You do damage, right? You said it's 3.
Oh no, I get +1 damage now,
Oh, now.
for
Okay,
future
great,
attacks.
Fantastic. Oh, awesome. Your protagonist is amazing. Strawberry, what do? You suddenly see the lunging happens and the shriek lets out, but all of a sudden the hands have been like kind of laying there, just all of a sudden just reach out and swat something.
Strawberry is
Or are
above
you in
the
a rage?
other eyelid in an absolute rage. He does see this. And it's just, I won't let you hurt any more of my friends! And Strawberry does just uses the force of his legs and his tails to drag him backwards. So he's doing almost a handstand on the eyelid, and he's going to try to drill in with his feet through the eye.
Great, roll for violence.
Roll happens through violence.
7.
7. Exciting.
Yeah.
Roll a 7.
You want
Yeah, I kind of do.
Actually, so there's a moment when all things just pause for a moment, and just rewind in time as fate is bent.
$11.
Great. You grab her other eye, and there's another shriek, and you feel her face, like, she's just, it hurts, it sucks, she's not happy, and all of a sudden, like, she just starts to stomp, and, you roll either boss or reflex, to try and get the ship out of the way.
Okay.
Because you suddenly see her swaying and moving,
Well, that's
and
bad.
now you have
That's
to
bad.
command your gang in order to navigate the ship properly.
8.
8? Okay, great. It just misses the deck. But it sends the ship just kind of reeling a bit. Some of your gang falls off, some of them are hanging on, but they need a second to recover. Still some enemies crawling around the deck, but you're not overcome.
Just to be clear, Prey does not need to be revived or...
No. Prey just got swatted.
Okay, I want to double check. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Prey got swatted. What do you do, Prey?
You just hear like this like chatter calm and go, shh. This is the Lion speaking to Commander. Beaker's Lion. I believe there's a captain's hat somewhere. That is the key to driving this boat. Lion, over out.
Oh my gosh.
Does Hat have +2 towards piloting?
One of the Joshes is currently wearing that hat.
Yeah.
Is he piloting, though?
And is he working it? Is it a good hat?
He's working it. He's not piloting. He's kind of just like playing with the other Josh's hair.
Aww.
There's a time and a
And they're
place,
just like,
Josh's.
they're just not listening. They're like, oh, the hat. And you're like, what? Oh, this hat? No, it couldn't be this hat. Oh, but you're pretty.
There's like, I like to like they're having this like a view through like
And
one of
then
the
Bonk, like, just
the
kind of-
windows, and there's just a giant foot, and you see us flying
And it's like
around
they
the
have
outside
like
of
the
it.
door locked and everything because they're trying to come through, and something like smashes its way through the glass. And it's like swap, like no, but you're pretty.
So after that goes off, back on top of the monster, Prey stands. But they look almost like your sister SMR activates.
Hair.
Usually bound hair is actually longer, flowing. And what's usually the cloak is now a longer, more flowing dress. There is no weapon because that's still implanted somewhere else.
Oh.
But they do hold as if they're holding a sword there. And they just kind of walk casually towards the up the mouth. And if there's another SWAT, they will if you need to dodge, they'll do a dodge roll, but it's almost like it's not even an effort at all.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
I will allow that, yes.
Yeah, where Prey tries really hard, it's just everything seems effortless. And once they get to the mouth, they'll climb and take actually like the bottom lip of it and climb up, and then pat as almost like they're apologetic for having to cause damage.
Yeah.
And then looks at the giant teeth and just startles for a second. And it's, takes a big old breath.
And like in that moment, I think you would be able to. Do you want to call your blade or not?
Yes, at that moment, right before I jump in.
Or before you jump in?
Yeah.
Great. How many power dice do you have left? You.
Oh, I use my left. This
No,
has to be
I
a
mean-
full on.
Can I give him one?
No,
Yeah, I can do. I can do what's it called. I can push.
push. Yeah. Oh no! Please push. Yes, push. Please push.
That is 10.
You get Oh yeah, it happens, and also you get a power dice.
Nice. Nice.
In a blink, you don't know when or how it happens, but suddenly you see Prey, you see dear sister without a sword, and suddenly there is one. It is just in her hand, and she gets in. Doesn't use it to pry the mouth open. She just has it. Just gets in. Hey, I'm sorry for what was about to happen.
What?
And plunges in.
No!
Plunges in, right?
Oh,
Like, is that
yeah,
how you
yeah,
plunge
no,
in
seriously,
out?
I'm sorry what was about to happen. It's like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen?
No, she plunges in, and you go in, and you are consumed. We're gonna take and at that point, you're gonna take a break.
When I'm eating.
Huh?
When I'm eating and 8. We're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna. You're gonna hold your breath, buddies. What? Yes.
We didn't say who we were or who we're
Yeah,
playing
I was-
at all.
I told you. I always forget announcements. Do you want to introduce yourselves now?
Hi, I'm Drunkenly Romantic. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Drunkenly Romantic. I'm playing a character named Strawberry. He's a little blue demon with a lot of feelings and a lot of emotional baggage that has started in season 1. Thank you, Steph.
You're welcome. And I can't read any of the Streamlabs stuff. Oh, we'll read donations when we get back from the break because technical difficulties. Life, yay! Who are you?
Hi, I'm AJ. Aljon Bowden. I'm a developer of Herivan Schemes. And for you, I'm playing Prey Lion, or was, because I just got eaten. Or ate.
Et.
It's
You got Et up.
Look, I can fight giant monsters that can't do grammar. But Prey is the fated, who can bend will, but is also bound by it. And also a squishy human.
Very squishy.
Hence already only at 1 wound right now.
Yeah.
I always get like GM stuff is really scared to like hit Prey, but I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be a good story. I have to.
Yeah, I mean, it only means one more hit and I die. No big deal.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well,
Dying.
if oh god,
Yeah.
if this
Thank you.
beast takes 2 of my friends, gonna rip it apart.
Over. And who are you?
I am Kate, Army of Meat on Twitter. I am always about a new thing every week.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right now, I am currently singing with the Seattle Video Game Orchestra Choir. So follow us on Facebook and check out some sweet video game vocal jams.
It's really cool.
I'm playing Elif, the boss. She's basically the, let's say, first among equals in a large hive mind of which Prey is part now somehow. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna have any weird ramifications at all. It's fine.
I feel like it's like a big co-op, you know, like a nice building that has
Yeah.
everything working, and I'm the new tenant that parties every night.
Also, just disclaimer: we're making a lot of these like how this works as a group dynamic up as we go. So any roles, any things I make up will probably get retconned later because it's in the moment. But I also want fun things to happen. So I'm gonna do some pretty crazy shit in the beginning, but there's more likely it's gonna be definitely recalibrated because bugs in beta, right? Right.
Yeah.
And I'm Steph. I always forget to do announcements. I always forget to do introductions.
Amazing.
You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at SurferJunkie, and I am the GM, and this is great. Humaning is weird. I'm gonna read donations because they're live now. First donation of the night is Grinny.
Grinny.
Hi. I missed you guys.
Hi.
Welcome
Hi.
back. Are you gonna kill a king this season? I sure hope so. You all look wonderful, as always, and I'm so excited to be joining the audience for this wild ride again. Reach heaven through violence!
Reach heaven through violence!
Thank you for the $10, Grinny. And then $5 from Grinny again. If Sense 8 taught me anything, pray, it's that weaponizing a hive mind is amazing, but also super dangerous. I suggest you just use it to talk to Aleph and the Joshes, but maybe not during the Joshes' intimate times.
Good advice, Grinny.
Figure that there's some pointing involved in this message.
Look,
And then-
usually. Yeah, no, keep going.
I'm sorry, what? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Literally nothing could come out of my mouth right now. So let's just move on.
Okay. Next is Evelyn Bad Rivka. Good to see you again.
Yippee.
$15. I love you all. I miss this awesome. I think the encompassing awesome. Sorry, reading this is hard. Thank you, Steph, Kate, AJ, and Marcus for this bit of Monday joy. Geekspace. I think it is the make it gay icon emote. I think is this emote codes commands. Thanks. It's good to see you.
Oh, we are making it gay. We will continue to make it gay.
Oh yes.
I actually want to get like a full size sign so that I can hold it up.
Oh, yeah.
So I saw all those gift subs, Evie. Like, thank you so much. Void Smoker, $25. Good to see you again too. I love the arts. So this wasn't the shopping episode. You came back in full force. So happy, bumpy happy.
Yeah!
Wasn't the shopping episode.
Bumpy.
And then left-handed monkey wrench, $100. Thanks. Holy shit. This Monday, watch Barry, Prey, and Aleph Battle of God. It's going to be epic. It is. It's crazy. Oh, this is great. It's exciting. It's exciting to be back. It's really nice to be around with all of you guys and doing crazy things again. So we take a 10-minute break. We'll be back around, let's say 56. Go get some water, go stretch, go use the bathroom.
9 o'clock.
What? 9?
o'clock.
Okay, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock
yes.
on the dot.
9 o'clock. Thank you. So we'll be back at 9 on the dot. Go stretch, go get some water. do
Don't
some
punch your
bathrooms.
feelings.
Punch your feelings. Oh,
Punch
your
him.
feelings?
Punch him, I guess. Just punch him, whatever.
Punch.
put the sticker in my mouth, it's mine.
Hello.
Welcome back. I hope you all had a great break. I did too. I almost forgot to drink water. Instead, I ate some cheese balls. Cheese puffs. They're not cheese balls. It's not made of real cheese.
They are orbs.
There's no cheese involved.
Just the color orange. Taste of orange. You drink some water.
It's just oil. It's just oil. It's solid oil in ball form. It was like, I was so happy because we got done with this and I was like, I want a snack on that. I'm looking for a snack right now. I'm covered in makeup and I want a good snack. And I take a bite of that and it's just like, it's like someone froze olive oil and gave it to you because they hate you. It was the worst. I'm done. Sorry about the quality of the cheese balls. Help GeekSpace get better cheese balls.
It's just cheese balls. They're great. You literally do not buy a jar of cheese balls besides enjoy the color orange. And it's great. I've been eating. I actually was here doing some sketch work, and I was just taking a spoon and eating them because I didn't want to get orange on my fingers while I was drawing. So I was like just taking a spoon and just like kind of catapulting them into my mouth so I wouldn't like lip touch them and
That's
like double
amazing.
dip or
Did
whatever.
you ever do that thing with the chopsticks?
Yeah, it's like Doritos.
That Oscar Isaac famously did.
Yeah, but I don't have chopsticks, so I use a spoon. It's
Could
fine.
you use like a skewer or like a toothpick and just daintily like?
Or just like a heron?
Yeah.
Like a
Oh
bird.
yeah, that would be
Like a
just
bird.
an actual bird.
Instead of like hungry hippos, hungry heron.
On a scale of 1 to, no, actually, it's not really well. How many? No, this is the last thing, and I'll let us get on track here. How many cheese balls do you think you can fit into a pelican's mouth?
Oh no!
Kate.
1 gallon.
Okay, that's actually closer to my guess.
African European.
Okay. Moving on.
Like 5 of those huge jars, I'm pretty sure. You see the pigeon stuck in a pelican? It's pretty scary. Well, welcome back.
Eat, pray, kill, doing a new episode. Eat, pray, kill, this is the name of the show.
I missed
Eat,
this.
pray, kill, we are singing the song and we're fighting the God.
You
Steph, take it
are,
away.
yeah, so welcome back to Eat, Pray, Kill, our Kill 6 Billion Demons RPG using the Broken World system. Our group has wound up back from the Foundry of Yasun, and now they are fighting the goddess of nightmares, Yasmara, with the Harbinger petal now disposed of, taken care of, put to rest, as it
Smushed
were.
up real good.
Fine paste.
Yeah. Put to rest.
Nice pate. Pedal into pate.
Petal pate. Well, you rock. Thanks.
Oh, that's the card. That's like the Valentine's Day card. It's like strawberry smashing petal, and it just says "You rock" in bloody font.
Aww.
Oh, that'd be so fun. I wish. Oh,
And someone's gonna fan art that now. You know that.
You rock.
I know that there's like at least 3 or 4 therapy sessions that Prey has to go to after this. That's all.
So much therapy. Your characters
And
need so
literally
much therapy.
all of the hive mind now.
Yeah. Oh no.
oh, this is so bad.
Great, we're gonna
But
get
like,
introductions out of the way so I don't forget them this time. Hi, I'm Seth. You can find me at Sourfruit Junkie on Twitch and Twitter. I am a coffee wizard and monster artist, and I am the GM. And this is great. I love this. I love this crew. Also, look at we have stickers. And it's from, if you help with us on our Seed and Spark, you're gonna get some of these. It's gonna be great. Some are year 1, and these are both mine. But you can get your own. You'll get your own. You can get your own.
But not hers.
Who are you?
I'm Kate. Army of Meat on Twitter. I'm playing Elif the boss. You know, entrepreneur, CEO.
Great with people.
Great with people. Very good at recruiting. HR. We've got a new eager young employee joining us.
I watched the videos and everything.
Oh God, the training videos. Oh no.
Oh yeah, they're so good. Have you ever seen that like hot drinks video from
Yes.
like yeah?
Yes.
That one's so good.
Hi everyone, my name is Algernon Bolin. I'm a developer over at Harebrained Schemes. We make games such as Shadowrun Returns, Dragonfall, Hong Kong, Golem Arcana, Necropolis, and now we're doing Battletech with the Flashpoint DLC coming soon, so check us out. What, you thought you were gonna get away from the blood?
I saw rumors of Axeman. You just have
Hatchet
a drawing
Man.
paint.
Hatchet Man.
Hatchet Man.
Hatchet Man.
It's on fire. It's terrifying.
It is, I mean, so yeah, quick point out, we have a concept artist, Marco Marconi, who does amazing artwork. He's done stuff for Battletech in the past, and now he's part of Harebrained Schemes. It's really fun to go by his desk.
Ooh.
There's something about concept artists, they just draw all day. I'm looking at someone.
It's happening more.
Yep.
Excuse me, you already have some of my work.
I know, that's why I'm staring at you,
gonna
because you have
happen.
so pretty work. Anyway, for you, I'm playing Prey the Lion, who is the fated. They can bend fate to their will and have fate bound them. It's not really that simple though, because they also have a sword named Dear Sister, who used to be the original prey of the lion. We're gonna have a flowchart for this one day, I promise, before the end of the show. She is sort of like the mentor figure to Prey. Also, you know, they stole her destiny, and she's kind of cool with it. So, you know, better person. And then there's also the Jackal, who is kind of the embodiment of Prey's more animalistic side and the more resentful side, who is kind of the equal opposite of Dear Sister. And currently they're eaten, so it doesn't really matter anyway because they're in someone's belly.
Okay. Is the camera on me now?
Yep.
Okay. Someone say action real quick.
Action.
Hi, I'm Strawberry. Strawberry's filming one of those commercials. Hi, my name is Drunkly Romantic. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Drunkly Romantic. I'm playing a little blue demon named, let me just see if I can get this right, Strawberry Candy Sweetheart Daffodil Murderface.
Oh my god. Yes.
Strawberry likes rocks, punching, and not feeling the feelings he's feeling right now.
Touching the feelings.
He's a little blue demon, heart of probably like goo, made of just various. I haven't seen it. Is there like an autopsy that we can find of what demons in this universe look like?
They have people parts because there's been times they've been exploded.
But it's like a squealy spooch, right?
Yeah.
But also more organs mean more human. I just imagine like all of those weird like embarrassing things.
A demon's just like a calzone of human organs.
Of things. Of
I think
stuff.
the biggest thing is that they have green blood.
Oh.
Some I don't know if that's all of them or some, but they tend to explode very green.
Yeah. I mean, they just explode. They have blood.
Gross.
They just exist.
Yeah.
Squealy spooch. You know
Squealy
how
spooch.
when I buy like a tray of chicken hearts and I realize, oh, it came from like 20 different chickens, not one chicken, because like one chicken doesn't have all these hearts in it. That's funny.
Unless it was a very special chicken.
Unless it's a devil.
Oh, that too.
I think if you had an autopsy, it'd just be like full of random organs that are trying to. They just look like the same organ, but they all do different
Giblets?
things. Yeah, they're giblets.
Gibbs.
There's giblets. There's giblets everywhere. Giblet demon, liver devil, etc., etc.
And who are you?
And me? I already introduced
Oh,
myself.
yeah,
I did
what
first, so I wouldn't like forget.
Well, who are you?
Because I forget.
Who am
Who
I?
are you?
Who am I?
Shit.
I'm a
Cut
snack.
back. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, Prey is a snack, and
man.
Ysmara is just being torn apart, lashing out. You've just Strawberry's just wheeled back, dug his claws back in, and ripped apart what is like her immense lion maw. And there's a screech of pain as she almost just capsizes the boat. But your entire gang is able to get it out of the way. What would you like to do?
We need.
I know what you want to do, but you want to
Yes.
what are you gonna do?
We are going to look for some way of tying down Ysmara. Like, we can't have her keep swatting at our friends.
Cool, awesome. You can roll. Let's see. You can find stuff like ply the market. Let's do heat. Roll heat.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can tell me how you would hodgepodge research equipment and
So,
such.
I just got the ability Shining Boss, so when I make a Ply the Market or Gather Power roll, I can make it with plus Boss instead of plus Heat. I actually have more Heat. If I'm in the right markets, I can purchase plus Boss by getting sufficiently shiny bling for your gang. I think I'll just roll Heat, and we'll start like looking around the ship as much as we can. That is a 7.
Great.
So you get it, but it is.
It won't work perfectly, is what I imagine.
Yeah.
So it'll probably keep her still for about a round and a half, maybe. But
Sure.
there might be a consequence when she will turn towards you, probably. What does this look like? Like, what are your harpoons? Your hodgepodge harpoons.
Yeah. So they are these large cannons. If you've ever seen Thor Ragnarok, the part where Valkyrie has that like
Huge cannon.
that huge cannon.
Gatling gun.
Yeah, we just find a bunch of those, just like behind paneling, I guess, on
In
the
case
ship.
of God attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
we broke
Freaking
that
case of
glass, and then we just start like,
It's so in the in construction, where they're like digging deep and it's that huge chisel. You find a bunch of those,
Okay.
and I feel like you would rework something to that, and you just kind of make those into Gatling cannons almost,
okay,
and they fire. Either the restraints can either like is it harpooned inside of Ysmar, does it wrap around, is it like a combination?
I'm gonna say that we probably they're like sunk in, and somehow attached to the boat in a really bad idea sort of way, but
Fine, it's gonna be fine.
it's perfectly okay.
Either drop anchor or something,
Yeah.
or like find a way to get a foothold, and just to restrain her at least in some fashion, not to literally put her in the spot, but to make sure she doesn't have erratic actions. Right?
Yeah,
Great.
basically the wild swinging arms we're gonna try to tie down.
Great, awesome, cool. Strawberry.
Does strawberry seed prey go into
Oh
the
yeah,
mouth?
absolutely.
Now I'm going to ask you as the GM.
Okay.
Do you think Strawberry knew that there was a plan?
No,
Okay.
I think that's like a strawberry thing. Like,
Strawberry.
You can't tell. You can't tell strawberry.
Just want a second opinion.
Yeah, no. If I were strawberry, I'd be like, I did not
Yeah.
plan. No.
Nope. No, not
Yeah.
planned. Bad idea. Strawberry is hanging on to the eye meat and just screams at the top of his lungs like I mean the
Blood
spikes, like
curling.
the fishbone black spikes just
Yeah.
out. And does this thing have a nose?
Probably. Yeah, it's a face. There's a face.
Strawberry tries to go inside through the nose to get to the nasal cavity down to find.
Reach out with the balance.
Yeah, let's see if this
Reach the nasal cavity. Reach the brain via nasal cavity. Brain?
Maybe.
Maybe.
13.
Oh my gosh, yes you do. Yeah. There's this like it can't see you, can feel you sort of, but like
I'm
you just
punching
jump-
the
you-
inside.
you-
I
yeah,
am punching the
you-
inside of the nose.
I would imagine you just jump from its forehead where its eyes are, and you just jump in, snake, and grab where it's like its nose, and just
Yeah.
start just.
Pray!
A scream gets worse. The restraints, like she doesn't mind. She doesn't hit the boat. She's just like it sucks. It hurts. She doesn't know what to do, and it's kind of more like she's just kind of stuck there and screaming.
Strawberry is still inside of her, and everyone on the boat can hear Strawberry just screaming as loudly as he can in rage.
Great.
I want to point that out.
I'm gonna spin a paradise
Great.
for particularly Mantra of Prim de Loyal, which allows me to set the scene for Yes and. Unfortunately for y'all, this has nothing to do with us. It is that overhead, lightning begins to flash and swirling as it becomes a storm that can be seen from miles away, which is the first time a storm like this has happened in years, which many miles away in nearby town have people actually outside watching, and it's become something of a festival as they see something they have never seen before. And in my headcanon, there might be a band that's starting to play some music. Back to the inside. Because I have no clue what's going on thinking this. I just like to think.
That's it. That's what the
That was amazing!
God, you're such an asshole.
That was amazing.
Oh my
I thought at least
God.
you were going to do Pikachu's Smash Brothers move.
Oh, no. This is set the scene. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in ambiance.
Great.
I guess.
Okay, so you are.
Sure.
You are traveling down this creature, the goddess of nightmares, and while fate bends in that strange way, but you are the one thing that brings you back and makes you realize where the fuck you are is the terror, the creeping. You feel as like you didn't have a plan, but you've been enveloped by a thing of nightmares, the goddess of the terror in the night, and you feel a dread creep from your neck into your hands, into the rest of your body, your feet. Almost each step becomes almost a labor. Like it's not necessarily stepping down into her in their throat, but as you are making progress, each step to whichever goal it is becomes horrific. Each moment, the next moment, this is going to be the end, and you can't tell. All your rolls are broken until someone aids you.
Oh, lovely. 1 HP. I just used my last.
You went
power
into
die.
the monster.
Hard mode engage.
Yeah, exactly. So you have there's this terror, and it's like being trapped in the dark in in a haunted house that is actually going to devour you.
so
And
stressed
each
out.
step, you hear the creak of floorboards, you hear the breath of something behind you. Like all of those feelings are in this moment.
Sister? And I have a feeling Sister's no longer there. It's actually just Jackal.
Yes. Yes. Well, this is fucked up.
Aren't you supposed to be the scariest thing ever?
No.
Like,
Am I?
I don't know. I had you guys saw like at least 9.5, but I'm gonna downgrade you to maybe a 4, 5. You know what?
Whatever. I'm just gonna crawl in his mouth and do whatever the fuck I want.
Look, you're not scared. I can tell you're scared too. You're quivering.
Oh
Your
fuck
Jackal
yeah, I'm
boots.
scared. This is why I'm just talking back to you. So I'm just like, the one thing that I have to listen to is my fear. What about it?
I don't know. Like, here's a question: if I die, do you die?
I don't know. It's really scary, so I keep talking and not think about it. Thank you very much.
I'm just saying that if I die, maybe you die. That means you need to protect me. We have to be a team right now.
What?
Team, teamwork makes the dream work.
You're like in control all the time. What the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh god, what? Why? Why would I ever assume that?
I like to sing about the moon and a tutor and a singer. I like to sing.
You can just feel this.
I feel like every time like the notes go off, like an echo, they come out, but they just come out kind of off, like it's like in a
it's discordant. It's like just a step lower than it should be. It comes back half a step in tone.
Jackal, I just want you to know, if this is the end for us, I really have something deep down I wanted to always say to you.
Is it fuck off?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow, how did I guess that?
I mean, you could have done the grace of, just drowning with this creature. Why don't you do that? That sounds great.
But I don't want to.
It's not what you want always. Sometimes it's good of civilization. See, I raise above, defeat a monster, become one of the greatest heroes of all time, and you drown. Win-win.
It's always about you, isn't it? It has always been about you.
Yes, it's always about...
This whole thing with those voices, it's all about you.
You
don't... It's just like... You... God, it's just this new thing for you. It's this new fad, and when you're done, you're just gonna drop them. But instead, unlike booze, they're actual people. What the fuck? That's what you're gonna do, isn't it?
They're honestly good and powerful, nice people, and they're helping me out. It's a community. We never experienced community before. It's always been just me or us. At best, 3, and then after that, we had, we had Strawberry and we had Lotus, but, they're demons. And they're my family, and I love them, but they're not humans. This is the first time we've had people that don't, judge.
I think reading minds makes you close.
Yeah, it's a little definition of close. You're inside their head.
You think those are special bonds and more special than just talking to them?
I mean, I kind of suck at talking, so yeah.
Or just being around and learn. God, you just don't want to learn because it sucks. Shit.
Why are you giving me, like, a lesson at ethics?
Because it's my job.
I'm
I
about
don't
to be in the
know.
stomach of something. Make me feel good, pep talk.
No, you talked to the
Worse.
wrong person for that.
Ha, screw you.
It's like, yeah. It's like the screaming on the, like, if you were on the phone, it's like you're back to back and you're just yelling at each other, right, as if, like, telephoning.
I think when we turn that corner, then there's just going to be, like, a piece of, like, skin with just a bunch of faces that are just in masks of horror and just, like, hold me. And I actually
And
go to
it's
hug
like-
Jack.
And, like, Jackal welcomes it. Like, Jackal probably's like, yeah, this sucks. Like, this sucks. Man. Well, not you, but...
I mean, I kind of suck too, but... I think that sucks the most, though.
What?
This is the last thing Sifa saw.
Shit, I forgot about her.
How can you forget about her?
Because you think about her all the time, so I just don't care about things that you care about.
I mean, that's petty for one, but I totally understand.
Diva.
But I mean, she should have come back. Like, the mask should appear somewhere. Did she get consumed? Look at these things. Are these other demons? I mean, we've seen Barry's friend was captured by that scientist. We don't understand, and that was just a madman. What can a god do? Can they stop the wheel?
Knowing Sifa, loving Sifa the way that you do, you think this would have really stopped her?
I mean, knowing Sifa like it did, I expected her to be back the next morning bitching us out because we didn't do a good enough job. But no, she didn't come back, or the day after, or the week after, or the month after. I don't know. Stories don't go the way that I want them to most of the time.
Again, it's about you. Always you.
I mean, that's all I have is a point of reference. I mean,
That is so untrue. You surround yourself with so many stories, and you only see it from yourself. Pray, guys, you're so annoying. I swear.
we were having a moment. Can we just go back to cuddling?
Yeah.
Look, I don't like you very much because you are really kind of the opposite of things I like, but you don't have to go past. I guess that's a ventricle right there, but like this can be a one diva operation. You don't have to do this part with me.
I can't not be here, just like her. You carry us around, and we follow. It's the irresistible light of fate. And I don't know where it goes. It drives me crazy. It's you and. But I get it. Wanting to know the end and how your story wraps, what the ending looks like. That's also a purpose. But you are not just carrying your story. Don't know how many times I've got to yell that at you, scream at you, rail against you to make you see that. We made that choice. Maybe not all the consequences are like thought up. I mean, we're here right now, so clearly we didn't learn anything, but it's not just your story that you carry. It's hers, and it's mine.
Have you ever considered that when I'm gone, maybe you'll be bound to the sword too, and your story can continue?
But what if the light stops moving?
Now, who do you think the selfish one is? I don't think I'm the light. I think this is, or at least one part of it.
So let's finish that story.
Yeah. How did they go again? There once was a child from Nantucket. Wait, no, that's wrong.
We found a sister in a bucket.
Is that what they say?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you not hear that one before? When you're up in the mountains, like, shit gets really weird.
And with that, I think Prey is gonna move through two folds of flesh that you can't even see beyond, and just slime an acre and just go into the darkness.
Cool. We'll come back to that. Barry, what is your intent now that you're digging through this nasal cavity?
To go find.
Fine.
Right.
Are you gonna smell prey? Are you gonna
Actually,
hope for the best?
I'm going to use my new technique, Tiger's Eye technique, which allows me to.
But you went through the nose.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. I can gain focus for a few moments and see unimpeded up to a mile away.
Holy
you can see through
shit!
walls and other obstacles until you lose focus.
Great, that
So,
happens.
I'm glad I made this
I love
choice.
This is great. Oh, that's amazing. Great. So you don't have to roll for it. You just do, right?
Okay.
Great. So
Yeah.
you see prey walking down, traveling down, talking to themselves. This is not you.
Okay.
And they continue. So you're gonna go in that direction.
Yeah, Strawberry goes full force, just claw, and this is not little Strawberry. This is a little bit little bit bigger, a little bit messier, a little bit spikier.
Scary strawberry.
Scary strawberry. So
Great.
his, I'm supposed to. So my eyes take on an unearthly appearance. So I like to imagine that they turn like glow in the dark stars, like in the that you put up on your room.
So it's like you ever seen those like there's a Screech Owl that has like glittering eyes that are like black orbs that sparkles inside of them.
Yeah. Like that.
That's what happens in the midst of all the blood and the ichor on your blue mask and the scars of his eyes.
Strawberry at this stage of the anger, then literally can only kind of hear what Prey is saying, maybe, but definitely very pissed off at Prey.
Good.
Because Prey is just swimming around.
Fantastic.
So Strawberry is just like growls and is just burrowing, like literally burrowing.
Fantastic.
Should I roll for that or?
Yes. Roll. I just reach out and do violence. Roll violence.
I feel like down deeper, I just hear stars.
12.
12. Wow. Great. You feel a terror begin to try and encompass you. The breath right behind you. The weird trickle of sweat behind your back. The creak of an old home. The sounds where they shouldn't be. Footsteps. And then suddenly, just like you just shake it off and continue the rage, the anger. That moment, you're just like, and then like you.
Because the thing is, it's the terror, but I'm the
it.
fury.
Yeah, and so you just barrel past it and continue deeper. God, Yasmara's not having a good time.
No.
No.
This is like the worst headache / stomach ache.
Oh, everything's terrible, and she's reeling about. Will you roll boss to keep this under control
Sure.
for another turn?
Will you roll good boat?
Good boat. Roll boat.
Roll to
Roll for
vote.
good boat.
8.
8, great. She kind of twists and fights, and one of the ropes lashes off. I'm gonna say there are 3.
Okay.
And she is beginning to move just a little bit, like a little more frenzied, and she's not having a great time. And the monsters are just kind of, they are confused. It's as if they're also in pain. It's like a burning, and they're just like, some of them start to like do this, and they're just kind of wandering around the deck, or some of them fall off. They're in a disarray, and they're just clawing at themselves, just clawing and clawing and clawing, and just ignoring the entire crew.
When Prey got feared or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yes.
did they
Yes.
gain any tags such as crippled, stun, or reeling?
Let's see. No, but if you want to roll aid, I will allow you to.
Okay. That is 8.
8?
Yep.
Okay, great, yeah. How do you snap prey out of it?
So, it's cold and dark where Prey is, but like there's this tiny little flicker, this like candle flame of warmth that like pulses somewhere deep down inside, and it grows warmer and warmer and warmer until it kind of suffuses you, and you feel all of the will of everyone on the ship rooting you on, supporting you, giving you all of the love and everything that we can. And yeah, it's basically the spirit bomb moment. Yeah.
It's the one where you just want to hide your face and you just feel so nice. You're like, I just can't, I don't know. I just, no.
Are the Joshes holding their pinkies up if they're giving them the energy?
Yeah. One Josh has slipped his arm around the other Josh's waist, and they're both like staring, just like.
Is it like the pinky?
I just see like this one person holds up a little torch.
Well, there's still that band playing that
Yeah.
you established with the giant lightning storm.
Yeah.
What happens when you step to the void as this feeling
I think
overcomes you?
for a second, it's dark and nigger blackness, and then it inverts into almost a white clinical, like
Sterile white.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is what I imagine, is that this is a creature of chaos and monster, but it was summoned by a woman of incredible will and one of science, and somewhere deep in it, some vestiges of her remains, and this is her sanctuary, like complete order. And
The
it's chaos.
scream that you heard is the fragment of Jesna, and you have found the fragment.
And it's strange because I open and slide through, and it feels as if I'm just going through like this a wet, tough cavern. But on the other side, it's like closing the door as if I was just going into a building.
It's like,
But there's an instant transition. And this, hi.
it's you. And there she is, the like I always think Moira in Overwatch, right? The chiseled features, the narrow just focusing icy glare, and she's just in a white, just almost like a suit, just standing there. It's you.
Hi. You're the person that started all of this. So,
I could say the same about you, but
probably, so bear with me for a second because I have prepared these lines for months now. It's going to be epic and full of anger and rage about how you killed someone I loved and how I'm going to take righteous revenge and bring peace to the world because of the demons that you brought, the monsters and gods. I don't really have it in me anymore because mine's not the fury. That's upstairs a little bit.
yes, I can hear him. He's coming closer.
I'm curious. I think Jackal had a. I just realized Jackal's not here.
Here, spoiler! When you're trying to I had all this prepared, like spoiler. Like from another side of the door, like he's as if he were listening into a keyhole. That's how you hear the muffled spoiler. Because he's a jackass. So.
He is a
Oh, yeah.
jackass. I'm curious. Was it worth it?
You're a human, right? We only count to the double digits. We don't get to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture to understand knowledge, formula, the way things work, why this chaos, the formula of power. What is that? What is it even?
I'm gonna be honest, I never really thought that deeply. Excuse me for a second. Reach in and pull out 2 cups and a bottle of liquor, which I've been secreting for months now.
Oh my god.
And pour. Sorry. While I say I don't really have the energy for the whole revenge fiction, there was a lot of fantasy in here. I want to live it out, so
It's fair.
let me indulge a little bit.
Indulge.
And I'll pass one of the
Cheers,
cups.
Ismail. Take a shot.
Yes, I was curious. I've always wondered if I had the power to do whatever I want, could I make people better? That's why I ended up where I am. That's why I have the sister. Oh, right. You don't know anything about that. We'll get to that later. We'll put a pin on it over
She's
here.
just kind of staring through
Yeah.
you.
Everywhere you go, though, you accrue power by destroying everything around you. Do you even realize that anymore?
What do you think the kings do?
Oh, believe me, they're on the list too.
You ever feel so powerless, so worthless, so small, and that no matter how hard you fought or railed against this thing crushing you, it wouldn't matter. I did what I did to change that. I didn't know what was going to happen. I think anything taken in passion or in immense desire doesn't always come from a deep thought. I am a scientist, mind you. But there are risks. There are the hypothesis, and there is the projects and the testing, but there's only so much that you can do. There's a reason why I took the final test. My will to accomplish and attain whatever power lied behind the veil was the final ingredient, don't you see? I can't foresee this, can't tell if it's bad or good. There's change now.
I mean,
I don't know where she's going. I'm part of it, but I'm not at the same time. It is not fully my will. This is an ancient, not deformed, changed. It's been left in the sun, in the dying, broken sun, for eons. She's not herself. But she still is all that remains of what used to be. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what she is, and I don't feel like I get the say of this is whether or not this is what I want. I simply am. And that is all I can hope for. So what are you gonna make of this? Terror, destruction, and yet there's a purpose. Is there not?
I really don't know. I'll tell you what I'm thinking right now, though. I'm taking a sip of this, because this is some really good liquor. I'm going to finish it. I'm going to take out the sword, and I am going to destroy you. As a mercy. And I remember your name. I will write stories about you, because I think you have problems talking about good and evil. You and I, we got something. But at the same time, you've done two things I can never forgive. You hurt innocent folks, and you hurt someone I loved. So, enjoy that. It's gonna be a good drink. I have a feeling, though, that once you and me's business is done, Yasmara is gonna keep going, because she is beyond you. For as much hubris as you have, of summoning a beautifully demonic and terrifying god out of the ether. That's all you did with some of it. You are no longer in control. You were never in control. Perhaps it was fated that you would bring the cycle of destruction back again. And I think it's beyond us simple humans. We only talk in double digits. So I'm gonna destroy you, and then I'm gonna leave it up to the most powerful person I know to do the rest. And then we'll see what's what.
When you remove the will, is this creature still alive?
Suppose not.
Guess we'll see. Cool.
Alright.
I will have you. Well, do you have any power dice?
No.
I need to push, and I want you to roll push because you are going to attempt to activate the God Breaker.
Okay, this is a great time for me to have that power dice I spent. For
you
August.
still have an aid, some sort of aid for me, right?
Because you had the 3. Could you expend all 3?
Oh no, I've only spent one of them, so that's an extra power dice.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll this?
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, you already have the power dice, so roll Channel Flame. Just roll Channel Flame to summon Dear Sister. Choose the 2 highest.
They're all 2s.
Great, keep drinking.
Yeah, so you see me just.
You're like, just like, you're like being kind of zapped a little bit. You're like, just keep. And Nessa just keeps
Prey
looking,
just
watching
reaches
you.
in and just pours another glass as if this is perfectly planned.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of liquor left.
Jessa just observes you. Just kind of that's very center, like, oh, very curious. How fascinating is the emotion you get from her. Fascinating.
So I think at this point too, there's a flicker on the walls as if it's going between this stereo reality and what is actually kind of the stomach constricting all around us.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Barry,
So, because my power's still active a little bit,
you see Prey in the distance. You see
Do I see? Now, do I see? Sorry. Finish your thought.
No. You see prey, but you don't see anything else.
Okay, nothing else. I see prey with a drink that appears to be alcohol in his hands, in their hands, and the whatever the inside of this beast actually looks like is now reverberating and shaking with Strawberry's extra rage. Strawberry's got plus 10 rage. Strawberry burrows down. I'm close enough, I like to believe, that I burrow down right there, land right near prey, grab the glass, grab whatever's left of the bottle, shatter them. Just kind of look around, figure out what's happening. He's kind of
Prey
like,
does not snap out of it. I don't think Prey snaps out of it right now.
Does Barry get a vision of what it is, or is
No,
this,
Prey
is
does
this
not.
something-
No, Barry does not see Jessna. You're just kind of in a trance while you're just pouring these drinks and just kind of drinking them.
Strawberry throws the broken glass, whatever it was, and just slaps them across the face. Like, harder than Strawberry would ever hit prey, but not hard enough to actually hurt them.
Cool. You're
more like
kind of in a weird stomach, kind of in a weird bag together, and it starts to constrict. It's constricting. The room shudders and flashes for a second as Strawberry smacks you, but the stomach starts to crush, and it feels like it's about to crush you.
It's doing what stomachs do.
So, you can either stop it or it will do damage to you. You're not looking great, so.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. You know what? Why overthink it? Let's try to reach heaven through violence.
Yeah, punch the stomach. That's fine. If you roll boxcars, I swear to fucking God, did you?
No, it's an 8. I got an 8.
You got an 8. Great. Okay.
We got an 8 and we got 8. No, he got 8.
Oh.
I think we're both 8 now.
You managed to keep it from crushing prey, but it just you dig in, but then it just kind of gets you in the uncomfortable spot, and just like you pull something sucks, it hurts, but like you're holding at bay.
And at this point, Strawberry's side, like he has snapped out a little bit of the rage. Still in rage, but like he's smaller. He's getting to a
shrinking
more
down, yeah.
he's been expending a lot of energy yelling at things for the last entire journey through the nasal cavity too. My friend, who made a great decision.
What do you say to prey?
Pray. Snap out of it, buddy.
Did I hear any of this?
Pray. I'm not sure you can hear me or if the stomach has got some magic power, but you're gonna need to help me with this. You got the fancy sword and the good words. Strawberry's muscle that he pulled is now going towards a tear.
Yeah.
It starts feeling the shoulder.
You take 2 damage.
Oh, actually, I think it's 3 damage because I got a -1 on something that I activated. I forgot to tell you that. So I got an extra damage of 3.
Cool.
Okay, Pray. I really need you right now. You're a lot stronger than me. Pray.
Roll
Talk to me.
what you would do for violence. Roll what you would do to invoke Sister for the God Blade. You can empower this roll.
Okay.
You still have one more left from the hive mind.
So, in the mental image, Prey finished the Prince Class, not aware that it no longer exists in real life.
Yeah.
Puts it down, and there's another spark. It doesn't work. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work the way I thought it was. So you know what? Reaches in again and brings out Cephas lipsticks. Puts it on. Kind of wraps around the shawl, and be like, I feel like it's gonna go one of 2 ways now. Just either we're about to have some fun, or you're going to consume me and pretty much laugh at this terrible monologue. So
I'm hoping for fun.
I'll make sure to have them remember that you're not all bad, just insane.
There are worse things.
Thank God. 9. It's not a failure.
Great. What happens? How do you draw the Godbreaker?
So, the lipstick comes down, and then in the perfect form reaches, which is there's nothing there because it was held by dear sister before, but it appears in a beam of light, slides up, and in a single stroke goes from shoulder to hip of Justina to cleave her in half. And then they bring it continually up, slams it to the ground, and let Godbreaker go straight up.
When you slam that handle down, you see Sister's hands holding it with you. As if like a multi-armed god has unleashed a sword, a beam of light. You, in the moment when you're holding this, all of a sudden, prey just snaps in and the sword is there. And there is this bright light that just gets brighter and brighter, and everything stops for a second. The shaking, the quivering, the crushing weight that has been settling down on you stops. And then it's fine. It's like snapping a rubber band. From the boat, you see Yasmara squirming, and suddenly she stops. Mid-roar, just stops. The flakes of ash just stop. It's like time just snapped, but you're all still moving on this boat. It's really weird. Everyone's like cheering on, moving, and then, wait, what? What's going on? What's going on? And from Lotus, you see the key begin to hover and rise, and the form of Yasmara sits there and then begins to dissolve from the edges. It slowly shrinks, and there's a light. There are 3 lights. An immense orb and 2 stars. And then there is a clap, like thunder, sent reeling, and it's like seeing just stars for a half second, and you're trying to refocus, and you open them. You're in a bleak landscape. It's you, it's Strawberry. Still here, but it's like, what? Prey with just dearest sister. She's not plunging out, but just kind of sitting on top. You just have your hands there. Aleph standing just kind of in front of these two, like, what happened? And Lotus is there as well, right next to you. And the land is gray, the sky is black, and there are beams that reach out from the ground, the Magnus gates that litter the distance.
Strawberry falls down to his knees with one arm, pulls himself back up, and is kind of the normal size Strawberry, and just punches Prey in the face. With the bat arm, with the bat arm.
You probably pass out.
Yes, I do.
You pass out for a second once
You
you choose a
don't
remote.
jump into the monster! You don't jump into the monster's mouth! It's got a mouth, it eats, it's where you go, and then you don't fight, and then you sing a song, and you... And Strawberry, like, can I revive them?
Yeah, I can lay on hands.
Strawberry revives, and then punches him again. I call dibs! And then Strawberry just kind of like is sitting there and wraps their arms around Prey. And I just like,
And you hear the thought pattern
Yeah.
of, I really care about you right now, but I think you broke my jaw.
I repeat that.
good. And I'm sorry. Strawberry grabs reaches from part of the case, which is grabs some of Strawberry's pillows and puts it on the shoulder. The pillows are rocks. Strawberry sleeps on rocks. Soft, smooth rocks, so it might help a little bit. They're cold; they'll help on the jaw. Yeah, there you go.
I wander over and I take that flask of the good water out and what's left of your jaw, I dump it in there.
So not only does your face hurt, your head actually all of your head's pounding while this is happening.
As he drains around and starts to heal a little bit, you just hear like a wail of lost prophet. the last good water left in Olive Throne. Was it worth it?
Yeah.
So, are we dead?
Can I feel any of my people?
They're not in the void with you right now. You know that this is the void, the King's Road. They're not here with you. They're still okay. You feel the connections. You're not severed or anything, but they're not here with you. Lotus has her back to the group, and then all of a sudden, there's a little kind of slinky voice that just goes, "Whoa, you guys look like a mess." There's a tiny little blue devil. You just think it's like, it just kind of like walks around and creeps. Just kind of stares at you. There's weird half-lidded eyes. Oh, hey, it's like a cat. And tail kind of like does that little.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, have you guys seen a rabbit? You know, it's got this, this and little.
What's a rabbit?
That's just what I call it. That's what it told me its name was. It's my conscience.
You lost your conscience, rabbit.
You haven't seen it?
Did you get eaten?
Eaten? What?
I believe this is what they call purgatory. We have died, and the gates have not decided what to do with us. I've read this in the book once.
No, you just disappeared. Nah, you didn't die. You're
Strawberry
you wouldn't
goes
be
down
here.
to all threes because his arm, he's not keeping the ground, just like his tail's up and he's just.
Oh, dude, calm down, man. Oh, no need to be so mean about anything. I'm just like hanging out here. There's some weird stuff in the void.
Are you high?
Definitely high. Definitely high.
Are they
Yeah.
Wait, what dimension is this?
You're in the void, duh. Come on,
dimension
let's come out to
420.
hang out, or you just, when you lose one, we're just waiting to get back home. I'm just here to find myself, or my conscience. I don't know. A rabbit.
You're,
She just kind of sits down on her haunches. Like,
How many gates are there? There's 7?
in the King's Road, there are gates that lead up back to Throne. There's just dozens of them. They're everywhere. You know that there's a caravan that travels. People usually try to travel in the group, or else you just get picked off and killed here.
Okay, let's start with the beginning. 1, the first rule of all things, if you partake, you share. So,
I can't
Strawberry
have anything with me
fists.
right now. I'm on.
don't say
Yeah,
you're high
I'm
on
on
life,
a
I
vision
swear to
quest
God.
right now. I can't
I-
bring them with me.
I nearly got killed by a giant monster. I got punched by my best friend. Okay, question 2. Who are you?
She just doesn't answer. She's like, it's like she's like trying to figure it out too. That's all you get.
So we went from being inside of the god of never-ending nightmares to being next to a never-ending awkward situation.
Oh, absolutely. And if you look, so you guys you all have this pounding headache. It sucks. It's like the worst hangover ever. When you look at each other, there is a dot. There is a light. There is a small glimmer.
What, dude, what's mine say?
Sweet.
Okay, what's yours say? Oh, I messed this up already. I haven't seen that movie in 20 years. 20 whole years.
I know it's sweet, but what's mine say? Dude.
Dude,
Does it hurt?
it feels
Okay.
warm. It's like electrical socket. Like,
What's that do with the turning symbol? I'm just curious. Does it make the rest glow?
Ooh.
ooh, it's like a constellation now. So it's like there's a pinpoint and there's like smaller points that line.
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. Question for the GM. Has Prey ever actually seen in the distance a king during any of the processions before?
Oh, everyone knows that flash of flame when you channel flame. Even when you're not a king and you can tap into the
Yeah.
fiber of creation, you know this.
Okay. It's been a long day, so I'm not gonna have one of my normal freakouts. Plus, I'm out of paper bags, and I'm pretty sure my secret stash of booze was destroyed because my entire shirt's wet right now. Oh no, that's blood. Nope. Booze as well. Good job, Barry. I am without words for the first time in my life. I have no clue what we're supposed to do.
This whole time, Lotus has had her back to you. You suddenly see her. Don't you get it? It's the key.
What?
We got the key.
What?
That. What?
That's the whole point, right? Get the key, fight the kings, take their power. But you don't see it's a key. It's the notes of creation. It's the song. You can hear it. I can feel it. Don't you feel it?
Lotus?
This is better. This is
You're scaring me just a little bit, which is saying something because you usually scare me all the time.
This is the only way, don't you see? I can make it stop. I can make this hunger stop. I can see it now. Oh, the books that I have could never have described this. The song, the formulas, the meanings, the symbols, the things that the world, all of creation is built on. Don't you hear it? It's all around us. Don't you hear it? It's so beautiful.
I don't hear it. I'm not saying that you don't, but you're starting to sound very final, and I don't think this is the time for final. This is time for questions.
What questions?
How to kill King? How do we finish the quest? This is only one step.
That story isn't for me. I've known that a long time. I tried. I made a deal with one. How do you think I also got this power? Where do you think all my gifts came from? Please. Was that not obvious?
There's just like the anime look of annoyance.
Yeah. All I've ever done was cause pain. I can't bear this anymore. I just can't. I can't. This is it. Did I ever tell you the story of what happened to the person that I loved and why I was rebound? I consumed the flame of another devil. I thought that was love. I thought that was what it meant to be together. I thought it's what they wanted and it would make them happy. And instead, I carried the regret. I carried their voice. I carried their hunger. I can't contain this anymore. I am so sad. I am nothing but regret, and no matter what I did in my lifetimes, all the books that I carried, all the things I tried to save the world with, nothing changed, and all that happened is this! And like this halo begins to form around her. This is the only way.
You were supposed to make it to the end. That was the deal.
That was your story.
And there's no other way.
I will only cause more pain. Please understand this, pray. Please. The choice to end a life eternal should be mine. I will suffer forever this way, and I will carry it with me, and all I am is just suffering, and I cannot let this go. And
Yeah.
she goes up to you and just holds your hands. Please. You don't have to understand, just know that this is what I want and what I need. I want peace.
I'm not. I don't want to be here, but I understand, but I'm not that strong to watch right now. Do you know what needs to be done? Do you...
It'll be fast.
May I have your consent for a hug?
Yes, I would like that. He just kind of gives you a hug right around your waist because she's so small.
I'll just be. And there's another hug, and then I'll be over there. I'm just gonna turn around and walk and just not look back.
Okay. She looks to you.
We've never seen eye to eye on literally anything at all. But I understand. I get that you're tired. You're older. You've been through so much more than I ever have and hopefully ever will. But hopefully it wasn't all just pain and suffering. Hopefully there was some part of all of this that traveling with your friends, your loved ones, hopefully all of that brought you at least some momentary solace. Whatever happens next, I wish you the best. I can't watch. If I watch, they watch. And I can't do that to them. So, fist bump.
She fist bumps. And you get the little zap of... I don't want to cause more suffering for all of you. So yes, there was a lot of good and great warmth. But I only saw that I would bring more pain. I only saw that I would bring more... I would just devour and burn everything. I don't want that anymore. Don't. I wish you the best. That you find a home. I think you have that right in some ways. You have a family. People that you hold close. I think there's a great gift in creating your own against all odds. I think you got that right. And she just boops your fist one more time. And kind of shuffles over to Strawberry and just kind of sits down on the ground with you. I imagine there's not. I don't imagine you'd say anything. We'd say anything. Just kind of stare. She might just like lower her head down to headbutt you. Do you want to headbutt? And she stands up and she turns around. She begins to walk a bit of a distance. It's slow, it's quiet, and then suddenly there's a glow, a halo that happens around. And you feel this electricity in the air, and this buzzing, and this ripple. It's hard to explain this ripple in your fiber, your being. It's not painful, it's almost in harmony. And then all of a sudden, she's gone. And then she's just not there. There's a glimmering light for a second. It wavers, it blinks, it holds its place. The little blue devil is like, whoa, what the? And there's an immense explosion. And you're no longer there. You're gone. And that's where we're going to end the episode. That is the final wishes from Arya. So.
The final wishes of Arya for her character.
I love the character.
Arya's still alive.
No, Arya's
She's
lovely
fine.
and wonderful, and even if she attained that final form, you know she'd be more powerful by like 1,000 times anyway. So no, this is the Arya is away in Vienna in a very amazing life trip and is unable to join us for the finale of the season. And I would like her character to have a closure and to fit schedules. This was the narrative decision that we reached. So you're welcome. Kind of didn't tell any of you guys. I know. So, yeah, we're gonna decompress and have conversations. If you guys join our Discord, and there is a we have an Eat Pray Kill channel. Please drop in and talk. I will definitely be there to hang out and chat because it's kind of a big deal and kind of a big thing to talk about. So yes, Discord should be linked in chat. So yes, we're gonna wrap up with some donations, and we are going to decompress. Hey, welcome back. First episode of the last season, guys.
There aren't any new ones.
Aren't any new ones? Okay, that's fine. Great. Do some. Let's see. We're gonna do announcements. We're going to sign off. This is the narrative weight that is looming above us all. I'm Steph. You can find me at Sour Fruit Junkie on Twitch and Twitter. I am a coffee wizard and a monster artist. Check out my Patreon. Draw some stuff. It's really great.
Hi, my name is Directly Romantic. You can follow me at Directly Romantic on Twitter and Twitch. I am playing Strawberry here. You got to see that today, and I won't be here next week, but I'm excited to see what happens and catch up on the VODs.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Algernon Bolden. You can catch me at Algernon Bolden, and yeah, I'm just gonna go curl up in the ball now.
We're gonna decompress.
So I have to be back tomorrow to be all regal.
Feelings.
Hi, I'm Kate, Army of Meat on Twitter. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because I will not be running a game with 2 players, we will have a new player joining us and a new character. It will be Scotland with a to-be-announced character. It's going to be a really wild ride. So tune in next week. We're going to decompress and definitely drop by in chat. Drop by in Discord, and I'll see you there. Bye, everyone.
Bye.